Ladies and gents, this is the moment you've waited for. Welcome to another episode of the Council of Six, a weekly Dungeons & Dragons campaign fraught with all the drama and peril that will take your breath and steal your mind. My name is Jay Longaro, your DM for the night, and on this campaign we will be using Tyranny of Dragons, which tells an epic story across two adventures of which Hoard the Dragon Queen is the first. Unlike our other streams, we won't be commenting on your comments while we are in play as to remain immersed in the story, but please still engage and comment as we go along. During the breaks, we will go through the comments and interact with you all, because at the end of the day, we are presenting this for your enjoyment. But without any further ado, are you ready to leave all that's real behind? Because there's something breaking at the brick of every wall that's holding all that you know. So tell me, do you want to go to the Council of Six? And we are back.
Merry Christmas Eve, everybody.
Yes, Merry Christmas Eve.
Eve of the Eve. Eve of the Eve of the Eve.
Yes. It's the eve of the eve. And me and Murray were crazy and decided to go last minute shopping today. And it's minus 10 degrees with the wind chill in Chicago. But we're like, what the fuck? Let's go do this. So we did it.
And everybody and their moms are out.
Yeah. Well, you know, like being in the stores wasn't actually that big of a deal. What I hate the most is parking lots. Parking lots are a pain in the ass when there's shopping season going on. And when it's this cold, everyone is like walking fast to their car and they're not looking if there's other cars coming. Like, I can't tell you, every time I was parking a car today when I was leaving, I was like 3/4 out of the spot and people would just walk by the car.
Just zoom by. Yep.
I'm like, don't do that. And it's snowy, right? It's slippery. It's like I could hit the brakes and still hit you, people. Don't do that.
My mentality is, it's either I'm going to die in this cold or someone's going to hit me with the car. Either way, I'm going out.
That's what I said. I'm like, all right, you guys want to walk behind. You're going to die. You ain't going to make the Christmas. So, okay, there you go.
Somebody's emergency phone sound just went off.
That was me. Apparently, the
weather
city
warning.
He needed to let me know that a highway that is 3.5 hours away from my current location is currently impacted. And I feel that information is greatly useful.
It is.
Yes, very.
But yeah, so D&D. I said this earlier too, so guys, January 14th is the 1-year anniversary of Hoard the Dragon Queen campaign. So it's been going on for that long. It's amazing.
But only three of us can really celebrate it.
Right.
And just this past December 8th was the 2-year anniversary of Souls and Magic's Dawn. It's amazing to me that me and all these various players have been doing this, and Souls and Magic's Dawn for almost 2 years, and this for a year. It does not feel that long.
Sounds like what really is going on is that Lunga gets bored in wintertime and starts a new project.
That sounds about right.
Gets snowed in Chicago. What the fuck should I do now?
Sounds about right.
Start a new campaign.
He's starting a new campaign on Wednesdays.
Right.
You know, that whole seasonal depression thing. You know, it's.
This is how he gets through it. Yep.
That's how I get through it. But yeah, so anniversaries and stuff, and I'm really grateful to everyone at Souls and Magic's Dawn and all of you to be here and share this and have this fun that we have, because as a DM I'm both player and spectator, and it's so much fun not only creating scenarios but just sitting back and watching you guys go through things and just come up with shit on your own, and I'm just sitting here watching like I'm watching a movie. It's one of the funner things in my life and fulfilling things in my life, being able to do this with you guys. So I do appreciate it. So thank you.
Welcome.
But yeah, so you guys had just met with Ardred Bifferhue, went through a little test to join up to be part of the protection for the labor camp that's going forward, repairing the road to Neverwinter, because the Cult of the Dragon Queen is also using this caravan, labor caravan, as another way to get north. You also had, some information from the Order about where they're possibly headed, which is the Karnath Roadhouse. So that's the location where they're going. And supposedly you're supposed to be sending one of their people there to meet you when you get there as well, to hash out everything that's going. So the trip, they were looking at 200 miles, about 2 weeks of traveling. You guys all pretty much got hired pretty easily, except Stevie almost got ass out because she just had fighting anxiety with the dummy. And almost couldn't.
Performance
That
anxiety.
trade dummy was
Performance.
fucking stacked.
Dude, it was performance.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say 18 AC, little high.
Most of the monsters you guys fight are like 18 AC.
Yeah, but like this is like to progress the story, and if I hadn't finally hit it, we wouldn't have done
Hey, look, sometimes you have good days, and sometimes you woke up and forgot to do your morning routine of polishing your hand axe. And
Hey, you know
get
what?
Well, I
found.
don't have a hand axe anymore. I have a flail.
Hey, it's not like you
I
can't.
mean-
It's not like you can summon a drake and get it.
You woke up that morning and you slept funny on your shoulder, and it just wasn't swinging right.
I mean, you know, RP wise, you had a good reason. You just got that flail.
Actually,
So
you
that
can't have
worked
slept on your
RP-wise.
shoulder
So, I
because
mean,
if horses sleep on their side, they die.
I think that statement is somewhat false.
I don't think they
It's
die.
true in D&D
I've watched a lot of
5e
videos where they just lay there and fart a lot. I haven't seen any of them die. But that's all I've seen. So you guys are headed north. And I'm going to pull you into this map. This map is almost where you're headed. But if you guys do, since you just, Kismet just joined up with you guys and everything, if you guys want to do a little bit of RPing before we get into what's going on, you can. So you guys are on the road north with this labor caravan to the Carnith Roadhouse.
That's a big caravan.
Ooh, there we go.
I guess caravan's the wrong word. Labor group. I don't know what you would call it.
Militia.
Work group. It's laborers and protectors.
Convoy.
That's
I
a
believe
good word.
Sophie said they had some.
Oh, I just
I
I know
think they
I
wanted
enjoy
to do.
roleplay. I'm like, anyone else got anything?
Talk it up, dog.
As soon
I
as
think Thanik has some questions about Hoard.
Me? No, not yet. I'm still working through my book.
Okay. One of the mornings, I don't fucking know which one. One of them, probably the first morning that we're together. Thanik always has his bit of like, yes, I'm the first up. I'm gonna make the coffee. And as he wakes up, he turns around and Kismet's already up and already sitting there with her coffee made.
Really? I finally have a fellow early riser along with this little work party that I'm a part of. Interesting indeed.
I mean, I don't exactly need to sleep as long as you guys, so I sure hope I'm up earlier than you.
Yes, as I sort of pour you your own little fucking mug of coffee to see if you'll take it. Yes, you elves, you do. There are some strange things about you lot. That whole half a night sleep nonsense where you sit there and home to yourself.
I don't home.
Oh, I know
But-
you don't. I would have woken up. I've had several elves that I've traveled with make weird noises when they go into their little trance state, and it keeps me up all night long.
That's weird.
Elves are weird, you're correct.
Well, I was raised and lived with elves for half of my life, and none of them did that.
Makes me reevaluate some of the elves that I've come across then.
I almost feel like they were just fucking with you.
Well, that stinks because I slept poorly, and that means that it's their fault on purpose instead of on accident.
I'm gonna give them a pat on the back.
I considered some of them friends.
Maybe that's why they did it.
I think friends mess with each other, but not night in and night out.
Doesn't
any
he
rate,
throw
I do
pebbles
know
at
one of-
you every single night?
Not
Like
while I'm
regularly?
sleeping. Not while I'm sleeping. It's only while the sun is out and while he's awake at night. And sometimes because I tend to go to sleep early, as he comes in and I'm already. You know what? It is kind of all the fucking time. You're right.
I'd like to throw a pebble at Thanik while I'm sleeping.
Remember,
Not
he has a
possible, fuck
cloak
you.
now.
He does have his cloak on now, so it won't make the tink.
Oh yeah, just a.
I forgot my greatest enemy.
In multiple, more than ways than one.
You gross.
Mal loads a hand crossbow to make a take through it.
Oh, me.
No, I'm not. You just hear Mal fart. He doesn't do any of that.
It's just Sophie. I hate him.
I feel like Kismet does at least a little bit too. So upon hearing the passing of gas, just sort of hold up my mug of coffee. You do get used to them eventually.
I do believe you. It's just an interesting group.
Yes, I've also found that eventually is a perfectly vague amount of time that's very different for a lot of people. So it does not mean soon.
Eventually could be in a year from now, or it could be before, or it could be after I've left.
You'll find, especially since you're combat oriented, that they are particularly useful in combat, and that does add some to the pro column rather than just the con column.
Well, yeah, I did watch them. I did watch Mal destroy a dummy.
Yes, but of course we mean real combat, since of course either you or somebody has felled the majority of our party up until this particular point. Seems like not the best representation of our overall group. We do pretty well once we get out in the field.
Well, I'm excited to see actual good and fun combat.
I have a lot of making up to do, so I look forward to it as well.
Well, cheers. Clink. Anyone else got anything?
Fast forward a couple of hours later. Well, like whenever Stevie finally wakes up, she
5 hours later.
It's not going to be 5 hours because we're like in a caravan. It'll probably leave like decently early, right? So she'll wake up and kind of like stagger to her feet, stumble over to Thanik. There's like coffee.
Of course, I have some ready. Here.
Coffee. And
Makes
just
all
like
things better.
and just like sit there like sipping the coffee, and then finally kind of wakes up. Oh, hi.
Oh, and also I
Hello.
don't feel like this is.
No.
Oh no, Dylan's dead.
He doesn't feel anything anymore.
Yeah,
Yes,
there we are.
yeah.
Okay. I said it hasn't been made canon yet, but you all should know the coffee that Thanak makes, since I'm the one that wakes up.
No! We need to know the
one.
secret to the coffee.
What is your coffee?
The greatest mystery on this stream.
Yes,
Thanik make
that
coffee.
is the mystery. Yes, it's not Hoard of the Dragon Queen. It's Hoard of the coffee. That's what we're looking to.
Or the Goliath's coffee.
I'm assuming it's like strong as fuck, like battery acid.
Yep, it's like you're going to start.
It's like every time you go to explain to coffee, that's when it freezes right there.
I feel like Lug
It's
is
gonna be a
purposely doing
mystery.
it now. I think Lug is purposely doing it now. I really do.
he's gonna type it
Try
out.
one more time. Try it. As you drink the coffee, error message occurs.
Whatever the secret about the coffee is, Stevie now cannot drink any other type of coffee. It just
So I'm
doesn't feel
going to
right.
say this mysteriously. For some reason, you guys are all sitting there listening to Thanik, and every time he speaks about the coffee, it's like you're in a sensory deprivation chamber. You see his mouth moving, but you don't hear it, and then you hear his voice start up again. So you never hear about the coffee, and none of you can figure out why this is happening.
It's canon now.
You see,
Okay.
that's very natural for Mal as Thanik goes on these long-winded journeys with him a lot, because Mal occasionally would sit down with Thanik and talk about his travels and that stuff, and then just zone out as he starts going into too much detail, and then be like,
Right.
"Oh, that was
And since
that's
no one's
crazy.
bringing it up, none of you all know you're all experiencing the same phenomenon.
Yeah. We all just, oh, Okay. I just thought they left and wasn't coming back.
Yeah, no.
Don't try to talk, please.
So Tiny's up, and she goes over to Stevie. Can I stretch my wings, or is it too dangerous right now?
Well, DM, how far away is the
Well, this
carriage with
you
the-
guys. This is just for you guys to be role playing. This is not of the day of the event of what I'm going to be doing. So this is sometime during your travels. You guys are doing
right?
this.
But like, so how far away is the caravan with the cult? Like,
From where
would
you
it-
mean
would it be
location from the distance between you and them?
right? Like, are we like near the back and they're near the front, or like what?
Yeah.
like,
You
what-
guys are. I mean, that's what we do. Is you guys are near the back. They're near the front. This is not like the other caravan. It's not a super long one. It's only about like 6 wagons of laborers and
Okay.
protectors. But it's stretched out. They're not like bunched up next to each other. You know what I mean? They're kind of stretched out. But the cult trying to be like more secretive about stuff is more near the front. And
Right. And would it be easy for them to see Tiny if she was flying around?
From them, no, because they're all the way in the front. You guys are near the back,
And they're like
so-
looking forward. Okay. Well, I think it would be fine. Just don't go too high. Just kind of stay around this area, but you can stretch your wings a little bit.
DM, is this the map of where we're at right now? Like, is this
Well,
water
once
over
we
here?
start, you guys are traveling north along the coast, so there is the ocean is on your left the entire way as you guys are traveling.
Hey, is it okay if
If
I
you-
go play in the
yeah.
water and clean off a little bit?
And for players, this is not a lake; this is the ocean, and it is like autumn. It's cold.
It's cold.
I don't think there's anything technically wrong about it, but I do think you'd freeze all of your limbs off.
No, I've been in cold water before. I'm not a polar diver, but I don't mind the cold. It doesn't hurt me.
It would be pretty cold there, sweetie. Though, like
I've
why?
taken cold baths.
Oh, you're
Everyone
taking-
learns from their mistakes. I say go ahead.
Do it.
Yeah, Stevie, Mickey may know this. This is like the main waters in like October. That's what it would feel like.
Well,
Refreshing.
fun thing about ocean currents, Maine actually, instead of getting the equatorial current, that veers off, and we get the Arctic current coming down.
Yeah.
Just fun fact for anybody that wants to
Right.
know about currents.
But that's why this is, because if you know the map of Faerun, just north of here is Icewind Dale.
Ice.
And that, so those waters do come down in the fall.
So she's stripping down to her skibbies, and she's gonna go in the water.
Stevie readies a blanket with
I would like to ready an action. I'm holding a blanket.
exactly. No, she like I assume there's a fire of some sort that we have, and she kind of like sets blanket like near the fire to get it warmed up.
When Stevie's not looking, Mal purposely moves it away from the fire.
Let me see here.
So she's just gonna take a dip, get herself all nice and cleaned up. She's doing her hair.
She probably
Cleaning her
needs a
clothes.
bath after all that syrup.
Oh, it's just caked on after weeks of travel.
Mix that with
You
some
have a
fucking horse
you
steak.
have a check
Yeah, I got
coming
it.
at you, Tiny.
I got it.
Fail
19.
it.
Wow. So
Damn it.
you guys are watching her in this water. You could it's raining. You could feel the cold air. You're kind of like you're putting your cloaks up, and she is swimming through this thing like she is in an island vacation, like it was Roshi's Island.
Not gonna lie.
Except for
slightly
Thanak, because Goliaths have cold resistance.
Do they really?
How is she doing that?
Stevie is also looking on like I'm not quite sure.
That one
I
has
thought-
been an odd one since she joined our little group.
I want,
This
a
is-
minor, I want a minor illusion of shark fin in the water next door.
Tiny
All right.
doesn't just dives under and just gets close with it. She's just cleaning herself. She's having great old time in the water. She loves water.
Stephen L., you
Well-
look cold. Would you prefer to have my cloak draped across your horse half?
Oh no,
We gave.
She has a
we got
poncho.
horse
She has a
I have the
cloak
basic
and a
poncho.
blanket.
Yeah. Which I think you missed that part last week.
Yeah, it's a horse
Um,
blanket, basically.
Yep.
Sometimes it's the difference between one coat and two.
I'm good. I'm just kind of amazed at Tiny's fortitude. Mal, is that shark fin you?
What? Of course not.
Tiny gets out and puts on her onesie, the unicorn onesies you guys got her, and her
I
cloak
forgot that was a
back
thing.
on.
Mickey, that sounded like such a Midwest mom. Mal, is that shark fin you?
My curse is rubbing off on you.
Can we
Honey,
appreciate
don't
the,
be mean to your
the
sister
amazing
like
picture we
that.
have going on right now? Right now, we have a 2-foot-tall unicorn with wings on its back with a cloak.
2.5. I'm 2.5 feet.
That half of a foot is important.
Matters. Yeah.
I'm 2.5 feet tall.
Those 6 inches is the horn of the unicorn.
That makes me 3. Okay, now I'm 3 feet with that, and on my hood.
Sweetie, would you like a blanket?
No, I'm warm. I'm good. I get all cleaned up. I got my wings all nice and shiny again. So I'm ready to go. I just wanted to play in the water a little bit.
You are a creature I've never met before, and it's spectacular to watch how you do day-to-day things. If any other one of us went into that water, we would have gotten frostbite.
This
So good
wasn't
job.
that bad. You might like it. It's very refreshing in the morning.
I think I'm okay.
Hey, not
It-
me.
it helps
This
wake up the
isn't
spirits.
even as cold as when I grew up.
Yeah.
This
One
is
day,
my
Nick,
kind of
let's go
weather.
in the water. You want to come join me? You
I
can
have
handle
all my
it.
plate armor on, and something about water touching metal of most kinds is typically not good. And
No, you take it off. You
It-
got to go in your skivvies.
but that requires like 10 minutes, and then another 10 minutes to put it back on. It's really a hassle.
You see a light bulb
You
appear.
gotta
I'm not
Okay.
opposed to swimming in cold water. It's just it
Oh, like
really
a
is
literal
pain.
light bulb?
Yeah, Mal Minor loses a light bulb above his head as he sees water with coal armor.
But you
This
gotta
adds an
get
extra
clean.
45 minutes to my mornings, which means I have to go to bed earlier now.
But you
Don't
gotta
get
get
water on my armor.
clean in the morning.
I'm fairly comfortable in my own stink, actually.
It's
But Thanak, are the rest of us?
Well, if I was concerned about your opinion on my stink, surely you would have registered it by now.
I'm just going to cast prestidigitation and go,
Sure. That actually tickled a little bit, so if you could not put it in that particular area again, that would be great.
There's a single spot that
Don't
appears on
smell
Thanak's
them.
armor that will never go away now. As a minor illusion, a single spot on his armor.
No, my armor is great.
Yeah, minor illusion doesn't
My
care.
armor's wonderful.
But there's one little spot of rest.
Thanak cleans himself in the morning. You all are just typically asleep when I take care of my own business. Thank you very much.
I'm not.
Well, now you're not, so you can lay your eyes on me as I clean myself in the morning. Congratulations.
Why
You
did
won
I
the
just think of
prize.
Thanak cleaning himself like a cat? Just a fucking big naked
Fascinating.
Goliath just licking in between his legs in the morning. Like, that's the mental image I just had.
Just peeks his head out from over his knee. Do you have a problem, Kismet?
How are you doing that with a 9 dexterity?
Well, I can tell you, it was easier in my younger years.
Oh my god, so many mental images just came flooding in, and I love this.
Interesting.
That is not how Thanak cleans himself.
I think it is now. I think
It's
that is now
canon now, baby.
He has
That is-
wash rags in his backpack, and he uses boiled water.
Yeah, we just saw a flashback to 20 years ago.
That's how he used to clean himself.
Yes, that's how he used to clean himself.
How do you clean the rags?
Well, in just whatever river we come across. I don't want to get my armor wet at the current time. I'd usually take care of that in the evenings. Let them dry.
y'all done swimming in this water yet?
Yeah, I'm already
one
back.
Of us, only one of us swam in the water.
Yeah, I'm already back and dressed and ready to go.
Is there any more bonding that needs to occur?
That's
No,
the
and
one that I had.
also winter weather has taken its toll on my bandwidth, so somebody needs to link to Thanak, and I'll make my rolls in D&D Beyond. That's why nobody gets to know what's in Thanak's coffee.
Gotcha.
Which now that nobody knows, I will be crafting a full fucking recipe.
I mean, if you have, like I said, if you have Foundry open, I do have that D&D Beyond, the Roll20 thing linked to it.
The problem is Foundry being open. It requires so much in the background. I need more RAM is the actual problem, but typically
Gotcha.
I can avoid it with my bandwidth. But
Gotcha.
not today. I can snow outside.
Yeah, I can always just click it for you too, in Foundry if you want me to.
It's up to you. Doesn't matter to me.
Because that's easier than manually adding the rolls. Because clicking it adds all the modifiers, all the other shit, and it calculates it all for me.
Yeah, that's easy.
I don't want to do. I don't want to do the maths.
If you roll a bunch of nat ones for me, then fuck you. I'll be going back to
If that happens, just
thank you very
blame.
much.
Just blame Bryce. It's his fault.
Blame the team, you racist.
All
right, so
I seem to roll poorly around her.
you guys travel the next 2 weeks. Pretty uneventful. So it's been just a day under 2 weeks. So it's been about 13 days. So you're just about Artifu, kind of, what the hell is his name? Artifu? Keep forgetting his fucking name. He lets you know that you should be arriving at the Carnith Roadhouse probably by the evening, late afternoon, early evening of this final day down the road. Right now for you guys, it's in the morning. It's about 8 o'clock in the morning, and you should be arriving at Carnith Roadhouse by the evening. The Colts wagons are north ahead of you guys on the trail, and there's one of the laborer wagons that you guys are protecting just ahead of you as you guys are going. Like I said, it is autumn. The weather is starting to turn as the seasons change, and as you are also traveling further north. So now the weather is going to be typically colder going forward from this. Like consider the highs to be like in the 50s. So it'll probably be anywhere between the 50s and the 40s Fahrenheit the rest of the way as you guys go. So you're going, and it's pretty uneventful. But as that wagon gets up there to that center area, you hear a rustle in the bushes, and you see 8 bullywugs jump out and surround the wagon as the Colts wagons just keep going unmolested forward.
Bullywugs!
Just
I fucking love bullywugs. They're actually one of my favorite things.
Frog!
I almost TPK one of my parties with these ones.
And as it stands right now, all they did is jump around. They're going around this wagon. They haven't even noticed you guys in the back. So
Frogs. Wait, we're supposed to protect that shit.
Those could be yummy on the fire.
I would like some.
We
Are
get
they do they look aggressive?
yeah, they're attacking that wagon.
Oh yeah.
I suppose I'll hop my holly jolly ass up there, and if I can get close enough before they start doing any damage to people or to vehicles. Excuse me, you seem to be blocking our path.
If I saw them attacking, I'd probably throw a javelin.
Okay, so I will. So as of right now, since you guys get a free attack, so you can do whatever you want, and then also and then no, it's not that they don't see you. It's just that they were like single-mindedly focused on this wagon at the end.
yeah.
If we get like a free moment. Well, let me make sure I can do this quick. What does that cost? Sweet, it's an action. I am going to cast aid on my companions before everyone starts running away.
Thank you.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Give me a second while I remember how to do this in D&D Beyond. Not D&D Beyond, this fucking thing. Forge, that's his name. Thank you. So I can do 3 people, so I've got 3 targets right there. Cast
And
spell.
aid is that a 1d4 that they add, right?
No, so aid is just increasing their total HP.
Temp HP
Oh, gotcha.
or max HP?
So it's your max HP will be increased by 10.
Okay. Yeah, so you just add that to your max
Ooh.
HP on the sheet.
You're doing a third level?
Um,
Nice.
Yeah, third level. You
There's
guys
actually under your max HP. There's actually a temporary max hit points, so you could put that on top of there.
Done.
So what is it?
So if you
Uh,
go open your character sheet and under your hit
I
points,
did
there's a plus 10 and then plus max.
plus 10.
Who did
Yep,
you
yeah,
target?
Do it under plus max. Do it
I
under
could
plus
only target
max.
3 people, so I targeted the 3 people who run.
Okay, that's what I
bullshit.
thought. I was just making sure.
Yeah, because we all go up in front and
Yeah.
I did my
I'm long
support
range.
bullshit, is what I just did, and it's not concentration. That's my free thing, so. Because I ain't inspiring any of y'all yet, so have fun with that.
Okay. I
Yeah, I'm
have,
still employed.
if I get just a free attack before, and I
Free
could
one
reach
free
of
one free
them,
action.
I'd run up and just hit it.
Okay, go ahead and do it.
Can I charge as a free action? Because
I mean, yeah, it's whatever
the
anything that's
thing-
an action.
so the
can
thing with charge, I can, if I charge 30 feet or more in a straight line towards a target, then I can hit it and then hit it with a melee attack. Then on the same turn I can immediately make a hooves attack as a bonus action.
Yeah, that's charge sounds like it's a feature.
Yeah, it's a feat from being a racial trait from being
Basically
Yeah.
trying to get-
That's
basically trying to get
that's
points.
basically part. Yeah, it's part of your attack action is how it works.
So right. So I'm
So
going
you get 3
to
attacks.
Oh.
go there. And I'm going to
Because that counts as a bonus action. So yeah.
So I can do my
Wait, it doesn't take any damage because we're not in the thing.
an initiative.
No, it should.
should
If
still-
if you're in an encounter and you attack something that's not, or you're not in the encounter, then it doesn't work. But when
Okay.
it's free range like this, it should still work just fine. That's why
I can
didn't
contest
start
it
encounter
works.
yet.
They beat the
So
shit out
does-
of my character one time.
Did the
Yep,
thing
we did.
take damage that I just did, or what?
Let me see. It doesn't. Hold on, I gotta roll.
So
I don't know. Everyone's rolling, so I can't scroll up.
I know.
All right.
I'm
Yes,
Ooh.
Stevie's worked. Oh,
well. So I hit it with I did my 2 attacks, right? One of them hit, one of them didn't, and then so now I can make a hooves attack, on it for charging.
Does a 15 hit?
I'm trying to scroll up and see it, but every time you guys roll it, it brings it back down. So I'm trying to scroll up and see what happens.
I'm done.
Okay, so because aid. So yeah, it looks like I don't know if it were targeted, babe. It doesn't look like it was
It
targeted.
does. It was targeted. I targeted one and it didn't.
This is
I
so
don't
weird.
think it did anything.
I don't know which highlight which one you targeted. That one? Okay, let me take a look. No, he doesn't look like he has any damage taken. So you did
He's
11
targeted.
points. So you did your attack roll and your damage was 11. So let me take 11 hit points off of him.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit?
It should.
Yes, it should.
Yeah, because that's
Okay.
yeah, hit.
I'm gonna add a divine smite in there and go. Bam.
There you go.
Playing it just as a paladin should. Oh, you're there. You're not gonna be.
Is it one action or one attack?
One attack. So that's why Stevie got to use a bonus action and an action. So yeah, it's considered like
But
whatever
my
you can do. in an
action
attack.
is to attack.
Yeah, that's fine.
Oh, so do I get to attack twice?
Did you not kill it with 1 divine smite?
I did not. It doesn't look like it.
How much damage did you do?
20.
It is near death,
Okay.
just according to the little tags on it.
I might be getting these mixed up with something else. Okay. Here's what it is.
I mean, they could also be a different level than what you encountered.
True.
Woo! I'm just gonna hope not divine smite murders him.
Probably smart. Yep.
Kaplow.
Yeah.
He's dead.
It's just
He's
frog guts
dead.
everywhere.
Get fucked.
Okay, so Mal stayed where he was at, right? You didn't do any movement.
Oh
with
yeah,
that,
I'm not
Mal?
fucking getting closer.
I'm not
Tiny, you
either.
did your attack. You're not moving either. Thanik, were you going to move up at all? And do
Yeah, I
anything?
was going to move up, and I was going to spend my action basically going, "Excuse me, you seem to be in the way," and then I watch all my friends murder a bunch of bullywugs.
Okay, so I will move you up to the closest bullywug here, so you're standing in front of it.
You were
Okay.
standing
All
in
right.
front of the bullywug.
Yeah. All right. So now let me highlight everybody and get an encounter going.
Thanik, the reasonable one. Now, the one who's like, you guys can get close. I'll just watch from a distance.
Yeah,
All right,
I'm
go
a
ahead and roll
distance
your-
too.
I'll roll Thanik's initiative.
Oh my god, splitting dice.
Because there's a lot of
You got an
bullywugs.
18.
Where is
I have an 18?
initiative?
Yeah.
Fucking dope.
There.
So it's actually 17.
A tiny,
I got a nap.
tiny Mal and a bullywug did beat you in initiative, but you're like fourth.
I think like all of the bullywugs are going first.
No, not.
No, I got a nat 20.
Yeah, quite a few. I mean, it's mixed. There's one here, then two, then you guys, another two, then you guys. It's kind of mixed.
Yeah, I got a
all right,
nat 20.
so Tiny is the first one to go, and we begin combat. Bada bink.
Wait, why do I have damage against me?
Yeah, that was what I was trying to figure out, why you have damage.
Did you not take a long rest?
Did
I
you
feel
have,
like you
No, I
She
did.
did.
Oh,
No.
that,
she
hey
did.
guys, that how much damage is it? Is it 10?
It might be.
Because that
Yeah,
might have been my A spell.
Yeah, it might have
Because
used
it
damage.
my stuff randomly damages if I do it, if it does.
It's
it that
weird.
way.
Yeah, if you guys see if you're low, if your hit points are down, just put them back up again. But everyone,
Yeah, that's probably from
Thanik,
the
Stevie,
first
everyone
one.
seems fine.
No,
Yeah,
I
just,
have. It,
your hit points
it
are
looks,
full.
It says 64, but I should have 74 with the temp, with the max.
Oh, wait a minute.
Oh,
no.
oh.
Yeah. Okay, you know what it is? You got to. So your max is 62. So, but it didn't increase your actual hit points, so you didn't lose 10 hit points.
We are.
Now,
Fix it.
my question about aid, Mel, it
Yep.
increases your max. If you were already at max, does it increase your current hit points to max
Yes.
as well?
Yeah, it tops
max.
you
Okay.
off.
It's max.
So yeah,
and
that's all.
current.
That's all you got to do then.
8 is a great spell, by the way, guys.
You're welcome
There
for
we
letting
go.
you know that.
It wasn't on the original Bard list.
It was on the extended with Natasha's, so fuck off.
Let Tiny do her turn.
I also have aid.
Mine's better. I have higher spell slots.
Thorn whip time.
Why is
Well,
it?
I can kill.
Yeah,
Why
I
does-
can't.
Why is it what?
Okay, there now it works. Okay, never mind.
Okay, I don't see you targeting anything though.
I do have something targeted though.
It's like the farthest away one.
Yeah, the
Is-
farthest away.
Can it? Your thorn whip can reach that one?
No, I'm not doing Thorn Whip.
Oh,
I changed it because it's
because
too
that
far.
one's 80. Yeah, that one's 80 feet away from you.
Yeah, I know. I'm doing Guiding Bolt now.
Gotcha. Are you hitting the attack in the? Are you hitting the attack button that's in the? Yeah. Okay. There you go. Boom. Now it hit. Boom. Oh shit! He exploded.
Nice.
So you see this bolt come out from Tiny. It hits this bullywug, and it literally just erupts in a bloody mass of nothingness.
I'm taking out all the
Splash.
farther ones.
Good.
Mal sees that occur. He's like, oh, that just changed my plan completely. Okay. Because I was going to try and stun a lot of those, but Mal's going to go over here to get a better angle. I don't want to waste anything big on these guys. Shit. Actually, how far away is this one? Because... Yeah, fuck it. Let's do this. Mal's got this new hand crossbow. He might as well use it. He's like, okay, murder first, ask questions later. Got it. And I'm just going to attempt to shoot it. If I can remember how this game works. Attack. Cool. Normal.
By the way, he is attacking the one that Thanik went in front of. So he's
Yep.
attacking your bullywug, Thanik.
That's fine.
I don't do a
There's
lot of
plenty of
damage.
these fuckers.
Yeah.
You see Mal try and use this thing and just little dart goes in its neck. And he's like, oh, that fucking sucked. Kismet, do better than I did. And I want to give Kismet Bardic Inspiration.
Thank you. I will.
The confidence. The sheer confidence.
So now you have a Bardic Inspiration die. D8, you know the drill. And Mal is going to stay put far away from everything and by the cliff.
Okay, and now it is the bullywug's turn. All right, let's see. In this one, how much movement did they have? 20. They don't have a lot of movement. No, that's not far enough. Okay, so it's going to go here. And it's going to spear attack Stevie.
Oh, hi.
Sees the horse lady and throws its spear at it. And it misses horribly. And that's the end of his turn.
Man, it's a good idea Mal gave
Now it's
Steve
Thanik's turn. What do you want to do, Thanik?
Is the one in front of me still standing?
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna have to fucking kill that thing.
It's
on
just
sight.
got a dart in its neck that didn't do much.
What buttons do you want me to hit?
It would be use item, and then Great Axe will pop a fucking swing at this one that's in front of me.
So just a swing, not no abilities or anything.
Yeah, no, not yet.
Okay.
Frog people look like frogs, talk like people.
Okay, Great Axe attack.
Fucking bro.
It hits. It hits though. And you slap it for, what is that, 8 points of damage?
14
Ooh, 8 points of
14,
damage.
sorry,
low
yeah,
on
14.
fucking- Oh, okay, cool.
with your
So I'd say
modifier.
that's fucking low
Yeah.
on that D12, buddy. Is it alive?
Yes.
But
Okay.
badly injured.
It is alive and it's badly injured.
Yeah, let's hit that fucker again. I'll show you badly injured.
Hits it. And you cut its fucking head off as it falls dead.
That's a bad injury. Then I'll just use my movement to move to the next one and
Next
we'll
closest
end
one?
there. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Try and
so
make
that's
this
there.
easy.
Actually, what I think would be wise to do is to move you this way
To flank.
to help Stevie flank.
How many of them are there?
Now
5
there's
left.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 left,
Oh, okay. Yeah, that worked.
and one of the 5 is badly injured.
Yes, Stevie does need advantage. You're correct.
Yeah, I don't know why you want to do that. That one's badly injured. Why do you? I would go back to where you were and just do the
It's
other one.
he barely
Easily move up.
injured.
Oh.
He can easily move up to the next 2 when it's his turn.
It's
He has movement
barely
for it.
injured. Thank
Oh,
you very
barely
much.
injured. Sorry, barely injured. Okay. All right. So
Barely.
it is that
I can
bullywug's
do
turn.
so much damage.
Who now sees himself surrounded and he's kind of like scared. And he doesn't know. He's like, there's a big horse lady and a very big man, and he's like, they're both bigger than him, so he's terrified. He doesn't know what to do first. So he's going to attack the horse lady.
As you would.
You see his mouth open.
She does have a scary tattoo.
He goes to bite
And
you.
6 looks weird.
That hits.
No, not my mom.
And it gets you for 4 points of damage as it bites into your flank. And that's the end of his turn. Next bullywug. Okay, so he is going to just stay right there. Actually, he's not going to move up. And he is going to throw a spear at Thanik.
Man, that dude's got a fucking arm.
Now it does prompt you, Thanik, to use a Sentinel attack. I don't know how that works.
I don't know.
It
right next to
it prompts you for
Yeah.
all of your reactions whenever
Right,
things
but
happen.
that's why I'm asking, because I don't know if that's a
Yeah.
Sentinel wouldn't work in that case.
okay.
Yeah, that would. Yeah, that's not what this is for.
Okay.
But
all right. So
technically,
he
when
throws the
Sentinel
spear
works,
at you.
it's
It does
effective
hit,
bite.
and the spear basically sticks right in your gluteus maximus for 13 points of damage. As it
Hey,
hits you right.
And
yes.
it got stabbed in the butt.
So you have a spear sticking out of your butt right now.
sounds about right. It's kind of like a hard tail.
Kismet's turn.
Okay, I'm gonna do something a little quirky. I don't like these two all the way over here that nobody can reach.
Except for me.
That's true. I don't know. I don't want them doing anything before. I don't know. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do still. I'm gonna go out just a little bit. Just want to make sure I'm still in this area to like reach. Cool. And I'm gonna cast command.
Okay.
On both of them. I don't know how to target both at the same time.
Shift.
Shift.
Shift?
So you got
Yeah,
one
hold
targeted. Now shift. Yeah, hold shift and click on both of them. There you go.
Cool. Let's see. I always forget how to cast it at higher levels.
It's
It's
easier
the
to
top
find
end.
it.
Top
When you cast it, it'll ask you what level you want to cast it at.
Yeah, so if you're trying to do like a first level,
60
command it.
okay.
You have to go to your first level spells, click command, and then there's a drop down to make it second level.
Where?
Which method are you using? The character sheet or the HUD?
Character sheet.
Okay, so if you go to the character sheet under the first level spells, you should see command.
Uh-huh.
And if you click it,
Uh-huh.
The icon.
and then it should give you a pop up, and it says first level spell with a little drop thing you can
Right.
click for a drop down. And then you should be able to select second level because it's a person per spell level is what you're trying to do, right?
I don't see no fucking drop down.
Here, let me.
Yeah,
let
see
me-
when
hang
I
on one
hit when I hit cast, it'll ask me what level I want to do it in.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah,
see a cast button.
You,
you
okay,
have to
it's
actually-
you got to remember, you got to hit the icon next to in your sheet. You got to hit the icon next to the spell. It turns into like a D20. The little picture turns into a D20.
That's how you cast it.
Yeah, like
It
if you're
says I
ho-
can only. It says I can only
Like
target one.
Here, I'm gonna let me screenshot it. Hold on one second. Let me screenshot it, and I'll.
I figured it out now. It's just yelling at me for having two of them targeted.
Oh, it only wants you to do one.
Oh
Mhm.
yeah, that's the stupid part about that kind of stuff is it doesn't let you do it sometimes. I have the same issue with Bane.
Oh, it only lets you target one with the spell. Is it a
Yeah, it's
spell
weird.
that can target more than one?
There we go. Can I do that?
Yeah,
There
because
we go.
you got it. Cool.
Ah!
Math.
There you go. They both failed.
What is your command?
Yes. My command is grovel.
You
And they have
immediately
to-
see these two bullywugs fall to their knees, and they're literally in a downward dog position
They're prone.
Yeah, so
With their-
for,
with their- with their frog ass in the air and their face and arms on the ground.
that's fucking dope
Oh,
because
so
they
do
can't.
I get advantage now on those?
Actually, you get disadvantage with ranged attacks when they're prone.
Oh shit.
Oh,
Well,
ranged attack,
too
yeah.
late. I forgot about prone and ranged attack. That sucks. My action is too late, but I'm so sorry.
Yeah, you're fine.
And
It didn't-
that is my turn.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not gonna take that then.
And now they got to spend their whole turn groveling, so they can't do anything on their next turns. Dope.
That's right.
Good spell.
End your turn, Kismet. There we go. All right, that bullywug's dead. That one's dead. And now it's this one's turn, who is still alive. Still there. So he is going to help his other bullywug companion for flanking. And attacks
And he
Stevie.
also gets flanking.
Yes. So he is going to Ooh, the spear is melee or ranged. Cool.
Makes sense.
All right, so he's going to stab you with his spear with advantage. He fails
Still
miserably.
misses.
Fails miserably. That's the end of his turn.
That was rude.
Now it's this bullywug's turn, who's just groveling. Whatever a bullywug sounds like when they're groveling. Why is this bullywug hidden? That one shouldn't be hidden. Okay.
What?
Wait, why? Oh, it's because it was dead. That's why.
Okay. Well,
To
that
be
was
fair,
kind
It's
of
not
rude.
dead.
They only, real quick, they only go
Where is
prone
it?
on their turn. So you'll only have disadvantage on one of the bollywogs.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
that one's dead. Okay, that's why. Yeah, so that one's dead. So it's not that one's turn. I don't know why it's not showing up as dead in the thing, but okay. All right, so it's Stevie's turn.
Fuck up that frog.
Fuck him up with my flail. So fucked up.
I believe this is this the first time you've actually hit with the flail? I think it is.
No, I hit. Fuck off. I did finally hit the dummy. Oh shit! That should have been with advantage.
Roll it again.
And
Come
was a
on, two at
nat
once.
one.
Two at once. It'd be funny. Damn it.
There we go.
Damn.
Fuck off.
No.
Jeez, I'm rolling low on damage today.
Still figuring out that flail.
I guess. Still figuring out.
We
the
need some.
correct,
We
like,
need some
arm
RP reasons
motion.
here for Stevie's.
She's still figuring out that correct arm movement. She's still figuring it out.
It's like you think
This
the
feels
arc's
like- this
right on
feels
it,
like
but it
Fennec.
spins around and just.
It feels like Thanik would be offering some sage advice at this point.
I know better than to piss off Mama by criticizing her.
You know,
You
I
did
can
last-
just hold
you
it
did
like
last-
I
this
didn't say
instead
man.
of,
I
like,
did not say mansplain how to use a flail. That's not what I said. I said, make her feel.
I'm
The
gonna.
man knows better.
No, that doesn't add to damage. Never mind. I'm fine.
Bless you.
Bless you.
Bless you.
I'm good. Just smack him around a
Bless
little
you.
bit.
All right.
Also
It is
again.
Tiny's turn again. There are still targets though. You don't have to worry about range with Tiny.
Yeah.
Remember, it's just these two in the back, all the way to the back.
And
that
only
are
one of
prone
the ones in the back, because they only go prone
Right.
on their turn, and one of them hasn't taken their turn yet.
So wait. Okay.
No, they did take their turn. Both of them were prone.
No.
One had just gone before Kismet.
Yeah,
so they haven't
this
had-
one.
Oh yeah. You're right. Yeah.
This one I think isn't a prone anymore, right?
Yeah.
Correct.
The one on the right is not.
It
prone
hasn't gone prone yet.
Yet. No, the one on the right is not prone yet.
You got plenty of choices.
Oh, yeah.
Fucking spear.
Because it's
one.
not his turn yet. The one on the left had its turn and it was prone.
Yeah.
The one on the right.
So
Yeah. So go for the right guy.
this one.
Right.
No, the other one.
You can go after this one right here if you want. Or the
So
other
is
three.
he prone or not prone?
Not prone right now.
The one
the
on
only
the
one
right
that's
is
prone right
not
now
prone.
is this one. That's the only one that's
Okay.
prone right now.
Okay, so this one I can do and not disadvantage, right?
Right.
Gotcha. Okay, so that's the one I'm gonna do then.
Yeah, technically, yeah, because you hit it with guiding bolt last time. No, you exploded one last time.
I exploded, yeah, because I hit the
Yes.
other one prior to, so I've hit him a couple of times. Huh? I had to hit twice to kill it. Oh.
No, the guiding bolt. Tiny feels like causing damage today.
I guess.
I missed.
Tiny woke up and chose violence.
I woke up.
Yes.
The cold water is bringing it out in me. I missed.
Oh yeah. Hold on,
Yeah.
I'll do that to you.
I know when I have to bathe in cold water, I too choose violence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my god, turn order went fast this time. So Mal is far away from all the combat, which is exactly what he wants. So Mal is going to target This guy.
By the
right
way,
here.
if anyone's looking at Mal while this is happening, he is standing majestically with the ocean waves splashing behind him.
Yes, I've got my new Sistatin in hand. I stare at the wind's blowing through my hair, and Mal's just simply look at that frog and say, "What do you call a sad frog?" Unhappy as I cast Vicious Mockery.
He's apparently Storm now from X-Men.
Where's my cantrip?
She
Vicious
also
Mockery.
made a shitty frog joke. Oh my god.
Yes, exactly.
Did it make him do the save?
He failed.
Cool.
He
He
failed.
takes 4 points of psychic damage
Woo!
and has disadvantage on his next hit.
Hey.
Does it?
Which
So the
one?
attack doesn't. I gotta take it off manually because it doesn't do it the psychic damage, right?
I'm not sure. It should be. Just see if he has 3 points less of damage, I suppose.
Yeah, he does have 3 points less. So yeah, I took it off. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I took it off. Okay,
Cool. So
But
there's-
he gets disadvantage on his
disadvantage. Right.
Yeah, that's the whole
Which
reason
one
I
is
did that.
disadvantage?
The one directly below Stevie,
Okay.
because that's all I can do. And that's a little close for comfort, so I'm gonna move. If I can remember how to move. 10 over here.
Okay.
Ismail's looking majestic as he just slowly walks away.
Still by the lake. Still by the ocean.
Yes.
All right,
it's
so it's this
beautiful.
bullywug's turn, and he can't see what's happening here. So he doesn't even see Vanek on the other side of that cart. So he is going to do the unfortunate. Stevie is literally the only one in everyone's view, so he's gonna
Whatever.
throw a spear at Stevie.
I can take
You're
it.
like-
I can
yeah.
take it.
You're tanking right now because you're like in the middle of the
I
action.
guess.
So
I mean,
She throws the
I'm
spear.
still totally fine.
and it hits right. Yeah.
How?
I can take it. Ow.
Ew, that hurt. Anyways.
So a spear goes right into your flank.
How?
Also, I will say this. So it did put a little tear in your blanket. Yes, to give you a little,
That's rude.
anger you a little.
Anyone
bit.
got mended?
And that's the end
Yeah, I do.
of that bullywug's turn. Now it's Thanek's turn. So Thanek, there's one right in front of you that you have flanking with Stevie.
Oh yeah, fuck around and find out. Yeah, we'll just do one hit,
Okay.
see if it kills it. Second,
Great
if it
axe.
doesn't. Yeah.
Okay, advantage. Hits.
It's dead.
And it explodes in front of you. You cut it in half. You cleave it from shoulder to hip. As it, frog legs is on the menu tonight, guys, and it falls on the ground.
Yay, frogs!
If you
So
have a
you
second
have a-
attack,
And is there
Yes.
another one that's close?
Not close,
the ones
but
that are
there's
behind
one-
you that Kismet cast command on, you can get
They're
to.
25 feet.
Yeah.
They're 25 feet.
Go to
The
the
one
one on the
that's
left. You
prone.
can get advantage on it.
because it's prone,
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's prone.
without using your fighting spirit.
Oh, it's prone. Is that one also injured in any way?
No,
No,
they're both uninjured.
neither of
I was
them,
gonna
neither of
punch
them
you
are
to death.
injured.
I'll take my inherent advantage and take my
Okay.
second strike there.
All right, so you swing your great axe at this one as well, and that one hits.
Ooh.
Hit it for 8 points of damage. Doesn't die, but it's injured.
Gotcha.
Ending turn, or is there any bonus actions or anything that you were going to use?
No, I don't think so. I think my bonus actions I'll keep just in case. So yeah, we'll end turn from there.
Okay, now it is this bullywug's turn, who is now prone. He's fallen on his hands and
He
knees, so he's now
grovels.
prone.
Yeah, he starts to grovel now.
Kismet.
I will run up to him. Now that he is prone. And I will attack.
By the way, Thanek, you and Kismet are pretty much side by side. You're here with a bullywug in front of you, and she's 5 feet away from you with a bullywug. You guys are literally side by side.
Oh, hello again.
Oh, hello.
Seems my coffee served you well this morning.
I think it's more than that, but thank you. There's advantage, because he's prone now.
Ooh.
Is it 13
Dice
hits?
don't like you in that one. No.
Oh, inspiration.
Bardic
Inspiration.
inspiration.
Oh yeah,
You're
she
so
did have
right.
inspiration.
Add that. Roll a d8. See if it makes it a hit.
Oh, that was not the right fucking button. Ignore that.
It's okay. It's you got a 16.8.
How do you roll just normal dice?
At the bottom.
At the bottom of the chat box, you see those are a bunch of dice.
It's a D8, right?
Yep, I'm
Yeah.
at d8 now.
So just click on the little D. There you go.
Yeah, I found it.
5.
Ooh.
Okay, so that hit. Yes.
There's
So
a-
now that hits.
Ah! Whew. It
So I
looks
think
like
you
I'm
might-
gonna miss for a second, but then it
I
goes.
think you might still be
at
able
the
to
last
click
second.
that damage button. So try clicking that damage button in
I
the chat.
can. It is still there. I'll add a divine smite in there.
As you're.
Oh,
as
by the
you're
way,
about to
you
miss,
have both of them targeted. I think so.
Oh,
You want to untarget.
I don't want that.
There you
we
go.
As you're about to smite this frog, all you think is in the back of your head, "God damn it, he helped me." The most arrogant help.
Damage roll for
Ooh.
20. All right. So that one is now at level. So it's near death.
I'll attack it one more time. And it still has an advantage. Let's hope
It's
it
like a
doesn't
prison
fuck
shank,
me
and just the
over.
dude's on the ground, just getting stabbed by a rapier.
Yeah, he's groveling and she's just stabbing at him. He's like, "Please more, please more."
It is.
There we go. 17. Damn, low rolls. Oh, just normal. No divine.
And it's dead.
He did.
So yeah, so Thanik, you literally watch Kismet just slash at this one and then take her sword and just stab down into it and kill it while it's groveling at her feet.
As good as ever.
And that is my turn.
Alrighty. So now it is this bullywug's turn, who has no one to fight except Steve.
Disadvantage,
Disadvantage, correct?
because I made him feel bad about being a frog.
Spear attack, disadvantage, and he's like, "Oh, you're so mean." He rolls
Oh,
double
he
fours
misses.
and misses completely. This bullywug's turn. Now the prone, that just lasts one turn, right? Or does it? Because Thanik hit him.
There's one.
Yeah, it's just one turn,
Yeah.
so it's just half their movement to stand back up. It's up.
Yeah, so yeah, he stands back up and he's all like, seeing his buddy get killed next to him. He's like, "Oh fuck no!" So he pulls out his spear,
Fuck this
noticing
shit
there's
out
still
now.
one sticking out of Thanik's ass, and he attacks Thanik, misses, and starts to panic.
That one's
Now it's Stevie's turn.
I'm going to turn around and kind of like backhand with flail because I had previously been facing the other direction. So
Okay.
now I'm going to
Little spin move.
just spin and grab him.
Like a fucking bronco.
and he missed.
Not a
He
very, not a
missed.
very good one.
And then go again this way.
There you
Very
go.
angry because she missed her first one. She connects on the second one.
Oh, shit.
And does max fucking damage.
And he is still kicking, isn't he?
Yep.
Yes.
He's badly injured though.
Yes.
Cool. And I mean, I could have hunter's marked, but whatever. That's fine. Am I in my turn there?
Okay. Tiny.
Could have, should have, would have.
Tiny violence, murder. We don't need heals. We need blood.
No. Heal.
Did you add the max and max HP to Thanik?
Oh, you know what? I don't think so. He hasn't been hit
That's
yet.
all right. I don't need it.
I mean, you don't really, but no, we don't need heals.
I'll put it on there for posterity's sake. There you go.
Who you're healing?
Yep.
Tiny who?
She healed. I don't see who
She healed me?
Doesn't say who she healed.
Yeah.
Yes,
Sure.
Stevie. Yes.
Yeah, it did. It did heal me. Cool. Thanks.
Oh, I was expecting violence.
Well, it's,
I missed.
It's your turn.
I missed in my
choose-
last one.
I choose violence with another crossbow hand because I don't feel
There you
like
go.
using my other stuff. I keep forgetting I had to go back to chat menu to do the actual attack. I shoot my hand crossbow. It definitely misses.
And you miss.
He's like, that's about what I was expecting. Stevie, don't suck. And I'm going to give you Bardic Inspiration next.
Okay.
There you go.
As I use feature. Bardic Inspiration. Use ability. Cool. And turn. Because I am not
Bullywug's
kidding.
turn. So he's going to run up to get advantage on the attack.
That's why I gave Stevie heals because
Seeing
she's
his buddy
between
not doing
everything.
so well.
I'm
They're the-
tanking this just fine, thanks.
Tiny doesn't
She's-
think
she's-
so.
She's tanking the heck out of this right now.
Marie
He's-
believes
he's-
you. Tiny thinks
Hits you with a
do.
spear for 9 points of damage. Take that!
Thinks you need help. So.
Now it's Thanic's turn. So you have an injured Bullywug in front of you, Thanic?
Oh yeah, fuck that bullywug.
Okay.
It's just regular hits on it now, though. So
Yeah. Oh, 4.
And you
Misses.
miss.
First attack misses.
Then I'll ask it very quickly. Is there anything that I need to know before you die?
As it jumps, like frog jumps over your last swing. And he's like, maybe don't kill me?
No, that's a poor choice of information. Attack again.
That one definitely hits. You do a shit ton of damage, and he is near death. You chopped off a whole arm. It's just laying on the ground.
I'll use
He's
my
just
bonus
spurting
action.
blood.
I'll use my bonus action this time to say, you have one more chance.
What? What do you want me to do?
Tell me anything that's important for me to know before you die. Your name, if you're working
Stay
with
away
anyone, if
from
you're
the
just
cult.
a random frog. Stay away from
All
the
my
cult.
brothers
That's
are
no
ready to
fun.
die. All my brothers are ready to die for them.
Well, good. It's good that they're
You
prepared.
will.
Preparation is key.
preparation is key.
And what is a bonus action? Were you just talking, or were you going to do something?
That's it. I'm going to stay
Oh,
with
you,
that one.
there's no bonus action for that. You just
Okay,
decided
and
to
your
talk.
turn.
But I will actually, since you're chit chatting with him, I am gonna ask you for a perception check. So I will roll.
Sure,
perception
which is
for
really
you.
asking you for a perception check.
Yeah, that's why I said I will roll perception for you.
What do you think about this?
Lung is actually just playing with himself while
Okay.
Dylan.
Yeah. So as you're chit chatting with him and you cut his arm off and that's all this stuff, you do notice that he's wearing a medallion. You can't make out what's on it, but he's wearing a medallion, and it's not something that a bullywug would usually be wearing.
Can I try to take it, or would that require an action?
Not this turn, no.
Okay.
And now it's Kismet's turn.
Sophie, you're muted.
I realized that soon after. I'm gonna
Go.
I'm gonna look at Thanik and go, he's probably got it. I mean, he killed one of them. Why can't he kill a second one? And leave.
Thanks.
And
go
more
attack
flanky flank
us.
action.
More flanky flank.
Flanking on my flank.
Yep.
And I'm gonna go for it. Whoop, wrong button. There we go. Whoop.
You still have the. There you go.
Whoop. And I'm attack with advantage because flanking.
Boom, boom. It hits.
Ooh, fuck yeah! I'm gonna throw one more divine smite in there. Hope for the best.
Dad. Yeah.
Woo!
He is not doing well. He's missing chunks of flesh everywhere. He's bleeding out all over the place.
One more then. I love hitting people. It's so much easier than magic.
Wait, one more what? How are you getting 4 attacks here? What's going on here?
I don't. Isn't this my? I
That
attack
was number
one.
2.
That's
Was
number
it- was it-
2.
2?
I roll with advantage.
Oh, okay.
I assume with 27 hits.
Yeah.
How do I have more HP than Kismet and Thanik? Is it that amulet? It's the amulet.
And didn't you
Probably.
take tough?
And 13 more damage.
No, I
so
didn't-
yeah, you killed it.
No, must just
You
be
pretty
me.
much
Faerun!
destroyed this thing all alone. So go ahead and tell us how this goes down here.
Oh boy. Okay, so this man was hitting up on my good old centaur friend that I just made, and I'm like, I don't stand for that. I like my friends, especially when they're okay at fighting. And I
Just okay.
Okay.
How many things have you hit?
He is the tank and meat shield now. It's what's happening.
You
Um,
do dry aggro.
I am loving the overabundance of confidence from this character.
I haven't missed once. The one time I was gonna miss, I had inspiration. I've never missed.
I don't blame you.
Except from the dummy.
Oh, I did miss the dummy once. I forgot about that.
Yeah, but then she exploded it on her second try.
Wasn't even trying.
And I'm just gonna like hash it down, like one down, and then back up, and it explodes.
And he's done.
I'm not-
Dead.
That is my
He is
turn.
dead. And now it's the bullywug on the other side of Stevie's turn. Stevie, and he's kind of surrounded. He can't run away. He's got Tiny and Mel down there, and everyone's nowhere. So he's like, oh my god. So he just flails out with his spear at Stevie and hits. Stabs you with his spear. And
What is
but-
your
but-
AC?
15.
Yeah. She's been
I'm a tie.
almost every hit that she's been hit with has been like a tie. They like just hit the 15.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
Together.
15
15
too.
or
I have a
16.
better AC.
Yeah.
I have a 13.
And
I have
that's the end
15.
of that bullywug's turn. Now it's the one that's fighting Thanik, so he's gonna go after Thanik again because
He could hop away.
He's missing. Yeah, he's missing an arm, and Thanik was threatening him. He has to try to salvage something, and he fails at that completely. So he misses, and that's the end of his turn. And now it's Stevie's turn.
Let's smack him up a bit with the flail. Come on.
You're inspired if you need it.
It hits.
Yeah. Fucking, I've been
Low
not
damage
doing
rolls.
well on my damage
But
rolls.
But he is near death. He's
I'm
not
gonna
looking
add I'm gonna add my inspiration to this one.
Coulda, woulda, shoulda.
Well, roll
Hunter's
to see if
mark.
you hit first before you add it.
This is gonna be the last hit. It's gonna be the last hit, so I'm adding it.
You didn't need it.
Yep, I didn't need it. I don't care.
There's only 2 bullywugs left, so she figured I might as well use it.
Well, he still
It lasts for
died.
10 minutes.
And he's dead. You got him,
Anyways,
Stevie.
He's dead.
So
With that
what
5 damage.
So what did Stevie do? Was there
I
any
just-
anger in this swinging from all the past misses and
She's starting to get fucking angry when she misses, which yeah, she's starting to get like angry at like missing, because Kismet and Thanik like never fucking miss now. So she's just like fucking
Only
going at
when
it.
we're in cahoots with one another, and then it's just me.
Yeah. Anyways.
Okay, now it is Tiny's turn.
Was this earlier in the day or later in the day?
Yeah, it's in the morning. It's right around 8 o'clock in the morning, almost 9.
Okay. I'm not sure we're gonna get short rests and everything, but I just don't like that she's that badly injured. So we're going to heal.
just in case we come across something else.
Okay. Mel's turn.
Cool. Mal sees all this visage of just dead frog parts, and then there's just one with one arm standing before Than. He's like, he's got it. I'm going to take my movement, and then I'll use my action to dash. And I just want to go up in the cart. You guys alive in there still? Just checking on the cart, and
yeah, you see the laborers in there, and they're all like. Luckily, nothing happened to them. They just started bashing on the wagon, but they're scared, but they're all good in there.
No worries. There's a lot of dead frogs out here if we want frog later.
Give me a perception check, Mal.
Oh, sweet. I can do those. Kind of. Not really.
Mister, I have a 20 no matter what.
I rolled a 16, motherfucker.
Not to perception.
Oh yeah, that's
I'm good at talking to people.
Persuasion.
That's about it.
Persuasion. So you look ahead, because since you're like kind of surveying the scene here, you're like checking on them and you're looking up ahead, and you're noticing that those the cult wagons, they're just going, like they're not like it doesn't seem to bother them at all that this is happening behind them. Almost like it's a good thing.
Almost like they started it.
Mal just slowly does a to the cult, and then
they're not even looking back at you.
Yeah, but in his mind, it's a vicious mockery that succeeded emotionally.
And that's the end of your turn, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yep,
Fennec. So there's just that frog that's almost dead in front of you.
If he's almost dead, I'm just gonna make an unarmed strike.
Okay, let's see how this works.
Unarmed strike.
Punch to death. Fuck this cat.
So you punch him, it hits, and you punch him to death.
Just
grabs
that
medallion looks rather interesting. I think I'll have it.
Okay, so you take it, and give me a history. I keep saying give me. I'm controlling you. All right, history check.
Give me a history check as I do.
You keep setting me up. I'm gonna keep making the joke.
All right, so yeah, you look at it, and in your travels and stuff, you this is not a bullywug totem or item or anything. There's nothing magical about it or anything. It's just a a trinket kind of deal, but you recognize it as something that lizard folk usually carry, not bullywugs.
Mm.
Is that the end of your turn, Danik? We're actually done, right? All the bullywugs.
I was gonna say they're all fucking dead.
Yeah, they're all the bullywugs are dead. So you guys have completed everything. Why is there spears and bullywugs to be distributed? No.
Can I have a spear?
It's like saying you guys want frog legs?
Yes, we do.
Yeah,
Tiny
we want
is
frog
actually
legs.
wanting to go around and pick up frog legs.
Mal 100% tries to pick up a spear. It's way too heavy. He's like, fuck that.
Yeah, Tiny's not even gonna try. It's probably the same size as her, if not bigger.
Would this be a good time for a potty break?
Sure
Yes,
can be.
I would say so, because you're actually going to be moving on and reaching a new map after this. So if you guys want to take a potty break, now would be a good time to do that. Let's take our intermission, and
Yeah, we
shall
fuck some
be right back.
frogs up.
And we are back. So after that encounter, you travel the rest of the way. Digesting everything that you saw during that time. And later in the evening, it's around 6:30. You arrive at the Karnath Roadhouse. Actually, let me lower the lights a little bit here.
So the ones that are injured, they can take a short rest, or we've been walking the whole time.
Well,
so
let you just arrived at the Karnath Roadhouse. We'll just moment. Let me set up the scene for you, and then we'll figure that out here. So let me bring the lights down a little bit because it's
How long is aid?
evening.
8 hours.
8 hours.
Actually, that's a valid question. So, how long was this? About 6 hours, or?
8. So it's about it was around 8:30 in the morning. Now it's 6:30 in the afternoon. So it's been about 10 hours.
Yeah,
So
that shit's done. That shit's done. Yeah, 8 is officially passed.
yeah. So you guys arrive at the Karnath Roadhouse. And you come in with everyone else. Ardred is there with you, Brifferhue, and you enter through the big gates where all the wagons are coming in. And you enter it. You see there's a big courtyard, and it's surrounded. There's kind of a makeshift wall around it, but it's surrounded by these rooms and this big courtyard in the middle where all the wagons are pulling in and everything's being unloaded. It's 2 levels of stuff. Above you, it's just open air. But the buildings that it's like around the courtyard, there's like 2 floors to it. So you see some stairs there that lead up to that as well. You see all the wagons are kind of pulling in. Some are being unloaded. And the compound's, it's crowded with food, lumber, and, a bunch of other supplies and crates and barrels because they're just for the road repair. You do notice people kind of bringing stuff around to the warehouse area, which is just south of where you're at, right over there. There's kind of the materials that they want to keep dry or don't want to get wet for the road repair. Right there is one wagon being unloaded by that one platform. You do see what appears to be like the camp superintendent. It's kind of a burly half-orc that's standing there talking. He's got a checklist in front of him, and they're having people move stuff in and out of there to bring into the roadhouse. Ardred walks in, and he's like, "Go ahead. If you guys want to pick a room, any of these rooms on the side, on the outskirts, on the first floor or second floors, if they're unoccupied, they're bedrooms for you to stay while we're here. Feel free to pick one." And he points to the right, the upper corner there where I'm marking it right now. That's his room up there that he's picking. You see him walk off and go to that room there. You do see the cultists kind of scatter immediately. There's some few right down there at the bottom by the wagons. You see some of them go into the bedroom right here and the bedroom right here. So the bottom 2 on the first floor, you see some cultists go in there and occupy those rooms while these other cultists are here. And you also see that red robe mage, red robed wizard that was with them, also amongst them as you guys walk into the roadhouse.
Tiny's going to immediately jump on Stevie's back and shift to her small form, so she kind of like fades into the blanket.
Oh, and he also points before Ardred leaves. He kind of gives you guys a layout. He also points out like these stairs right here lead upstairs to the kitchen, where foods and stuff is served and prepared. And these stairs down here in the corner lead to the upper stairs bedrooms.
Where does Red Wizard dude where does he go to?
Right now he's right there. Right now he's there with the other few cultists that are around by the wagons. He's just outside right now. He hasn't gone to.
Okay, so he hasn't gone to a room yet. Okay.
No. Make things easy.
Whatever room,
a couple of these go into the bedroom.
whatever room Stevie goes, that's where Tiny's going to.
So you said the cultists went here and here.
Well, yeah,
the
first room. That's where some of the cultists went into right now. You did see some earlier go into this room here as well.
So it was basically just a first come first serve claim rooms.
Yeah.
Stevie is going to.
These 2 rooms are taken. This corner room I set up here is taken by Ardred. This room here, the door seems to have a hefty lock on it. None of the other doors. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this too. None of the other doors seem to have locks on them. They're just doors. They just open and close. There's no locks on them. The only door that seems to have a lock on it, you see on the first floor, is this one right here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Stevie kind of motions to the other people, other party members, like, so we should probably stay somewhat close to the cultists, but not close enough that they might notice us. So do you think maybe we should go on the second level above where their rooms are?
The second level was the kitchen, I thought.
No, there was also rooms up there, right?
Right. This stairway here leads to the kitchen on the second floor, and this stairway here leads to bedrooms on the second floor.
Oh, that's a stairway. I thought that was an hour wagon.
Yeah, and those are those automatic ones. If you go there and click on the stairways, it'll send you to a new map to the second floor.
Oh, interesting.
I personally don't think being above them is going to do much for us.
What if we could do one above and one next?
I think we should definitely room up and like stay together. No, not everyone take an individual room. Fennec,
So we go into two groups.
I can room up, sure.
Fennec, you room
And
with
the
me,
rooms
then...
don't show the accurate number of beds, but there's 4 beds per room. They're
That's enough.
small, cramped, just
I mean, that we've had worse
temporary
rooms.
quarters kind of things.
Are we doing the split, or are we all going in one?
I mean, we can do either or. If we all want to
We
stay in that would be
We
safe.
should all stay in one bedroom.
Should we
Because
eat
if we
dinner?
wanted to get a better angle at them, I was gonna like flank them or something.
Should we go to the kitchen, maybe eat dinner?
Well, we should claim a room first, sweetie.
Okay.
I personally think we should do the one south of where Ardred did, which is this guy right here. I can remember how to ping.
This
You
one here?
press and hold.
Got it. Yeah, that one.
Yeah, that one's empty. This one's empty. This one's empty.
I mean,
I'd be under the personal impression we take that one. We're close to the cultists, but we're close to Ardred if we need it.
I think that makes sense. We don't want to be too close to them so that they notice us.
Close enough.
But
where
we
if
don't
need
want to
rush
be.
out.
Yeah, like I feel like I don't want to be
Too
far
close.
away either. Because if we're doing weird
That's
shit
why I
in the
recommend that
room-
one. If we go too close, then that could be troublesome for us if they try to get the drop on us. But this play, we're close to Ardred, we're closer to them. It's good.
But
I
if
think-
we
I
go
think
right
that's
next
good.
to them, someone can go Kool-Aid Man and just burst through their wall.
I don't know what Kool-Aid is, but
You obviously haven't been to enough war. It's this tactic that. I go on.
Well,
Don't you think being upstairs by the kitchen and away from them would be a good idea too? So we have
but we
not so
shouldn't
many eyes and ears on us.
we shouldn't be too far away from them though, because we want to keep eyes and ears on them.
what is if we?
As you guys are
if we-
discussing, you see one of the cultists go into that room right there, and the other one follows him.
We should go into this one.
This one.
This one?
This one right here.
They
I
went to
agree.
that
If we,
one.
if we can, we
They
should
went to
that
stay
one.
near the cultist.
We should go to
Let's-
this one then.
Let's go claim
And then-
that room that Mal was pointing
Yeah,
out.
and then you see the wizard go into this room here where the other cultist went into.
So we should go in. The door's fucking closed again.
We need
can
we
open
need
it.
2 rooms, so don't we?
Not
We
the
don't
four
need
beds,
2
bro.
rooms. I just wanted
No,
2
Tiny's
rooms.
small enough. She sleeps on people's shoulders and shit.
Yeah, I know, but I'm just saying.
I mean, you can
This
take
is-
2 rooms if
Well,
you
and
want.
Stevie doesn't need an actual bed. Like, she's not going to sleep on an actual like bed cot thing. She's going to sleep over in this corner.
It's gonna scare the fuck out of me when I wake up in the middle of the night to pee.
But yes, we have claimed.
Jesus.
We have claimed this room.
Okay, and then Tiny is just on Stevie
Right.
anyways, because she's 2.5 feet when she's big.
Right.
Weighs a whole
Okay.
35 pounds, 40 pounds.
We put
And
some.
then-
No Fanic who can't claim his own bed.
I can claim my own bed. My feet just hang off the end of most of them. You get used to it. Or sometimes you do like butterfly knees. Actually, kind of stretches out the hamstrings. It's quite nice.
While Tiny is sitting on Stevie's back, she's like mending the blanket where it got ripped.
Oh, you have mending?
I do.
Thank you.
My mind always goes back straight to Mendon.
Yeah. Gotta say that was kind
All
of
right. Should we set all of our shit down and go and get something to eat? It's
Well, I
been a
think
while.
I wouldn't set anything that you need on you.
Oh
That's
no,
good.
I'm not talking about this robe. I just mean like I don't need my pack right now. I don't believe.
Well, I think instead of all of us going to grab some food, I think maybe Kismet and possibly Mal should go. Um, just because we are more noticeable, we might want to stay in the room and they can go grab us food and come back.
Are you passive aggressing asking for alone time?
No, if I wanted alone time, I'd ask for alone time.
Well, that's good to know.
Hey, I'm still here. As she's mending the blanket.
But you can stay here with us, or you can go with them, whichever you prefer.
I'm good. I'm good.
I think she should
Sounds
stay with
great.
us as well, just to
Well,
prevent
that's
them
right.
from
Most
seeing her
of these
too.
folks do know exactly who you are. Yes, perhaps the room is best for you.
So
good.
Kismet and Mal are going on a food run.
Yes.
Food run we
So,
go.
So yeah, if you guys go to this stairway over here, and you click on it,
Wow.
or just usually walk into it or click it. There's that little white stair icon. That'll take you to the next map.
Well, okay.
You have to
I'm
click
like,
it.
my map wasn't moving. Leave me alone. Who's this orc?
That was
Maybe-
the looked like the superintendent. Are you, when you say who's this orc, are you asking that you want to take a look at him, or are you just
No, I walk by and I'm like, who is this guy? But I don't actually.
Yeah,
She's
he
there.
seems like the superintendent. He's like helping the loading and unloading, and seems to be the one who's in charge of the roadhouse.
Okay.
Kismet, can you move? I cannot move.
Oh, I gotta probably hold on a second.
There we go.
Are you able to move?
I got out of the doorway. I can move my character again.
Oh, okay, yeah.
There we go. Back in the kitchen.
You gotta be careful. The stair icon is right
Yeah.
there,
Yeah.
too.
Yeah, I just realized that.
You got
Like, why am I going back and forth?
Okay, my map on my laptop is frozen for the share screen.
Okay.
So Kismet, explain this Kool-Aid man to me.
Oh, I already did on the way to a room. Basically, it's this idea that you cover yourself with blood, so you're completely red, and then you just kind of normally the warriors and fighters who can get really angry, barbarian-esque warriors. I don't know if you've ever fought with one before, but usually they get really angry and then they just kind of burst through the battlefield, or if it's like in a building, sometimes they'll burst through the wall and scream, "Oh yeah," when they did it, because they're so excited about it. They got to burst through all of these things.
I'll be honest, I don't know if Thanik is the only one I could see doing that. Stevie gets angry enough to maybe attempt it, but I don't know if they could go through a wall.
It's a fun trick.
Have you done it?
I've not. No, I'm much more of a graceful fighter than a bursting fighter.
Good to know.
1 second here, I gotta open up the map again on the share screen because it like locked up completely, so I can show everybody what's going on. But yeah, so while that's reloading, because I can't show it on the stream, but while that's reloading, Kismet and Mal are up in the kitchen. You do notice there's a few people sitting at tables who are eating. And you see the Etten. You see a human, a grumpy human, kind of over by the stove, cooking stuff up, and he's kind of mumbling to himself. I don't get no sleep from all the critters in the floors banging and knocking and hissing and whispering at all hours and so on. And rats or something. I don't know what's going. He's just mumbling to himself as he's cooking stuff over there.
Which one is that? Is that
This guy over here by the
Gristle?
stove.
what is this? What is this Larian guy? What's he up to?
Oh yeah, so you do see a half elf. It looks like it's a half elf sitting over the other table, just sitting quietly, just kind of looking around the room. He doesn't seem to be observing. He seems to be observing everything that's going on around him.
Mal walks
Okay.
up to the human.
Okay.
Excuse me, good sir. We're here to pick up some food and a couple extra for our friends.
Yes, sir. What do you want?
I see you have soup and more soup.
Observant one, aren't you?
Not at all, actually, but it's really easy if I see it.
Yeah, here you go. He ladles. It looks very dirty, by the way. It's just this ladle is like crusted and stuff, and he just ladles it all into a bowl. Hands you. How many do you want?
6.
Jesus Christ!
Fine.
How many of you are there?
Well, actually,
Everyone
there's
kinda
one
fends
large
for
one and one
themselves.
small one. There's one large one and one small one.
Whatever.
So
Whatever.
large one
He
will
pulls
eat
out. You see him pull out this big kind of roughly hewn wooden platter. Looks like a from a large tree trunk, just cut thin into a disc, and still some bark on it. And he puts all the bowls on it, and he shoves the platter at you with all the bowls on it. There you go.
Perfect.
Just be careful. There's. Listen, I hear shit all hours of night downstairs, right below me. There's got to be rats around here because I hear skittering, all this shit going on downstairs all the time. So just be mindful where you leave food.
Rats. Quite quaint. I love it. Okay, I'm in.
While Mal was doing that and grabbing the food from the cook, I'm gonna walk up to the half elf guy and just sit down across from him.
Okay. And he looks at you, and he notices your armor, and he kind of looks around. And he's like, "The order."
Yeah. That I am a part of it. Now that you know something about me, why don't I know something about you?
You see him pull his tunic to the side a little bit, and you see a medallion of the order as well. So this is apparently your contact.
Did I recognize him then, or did I just like?
No, you don't know everybody in the order.
Lame. Hey, yo, it's my buddy.
Do you say that as Mal's like trying to carry trays of soup?
No, I don't actually say that.
All right. Finally got the map up, so now let me share this screen here.
Now, while he does that, the soup, I would say, is a thick, white, creamy. It's almost like a potato soup.
You and fucking potatoes.
Dude, potato soup is the best soup.
Did you have to go there?
Of course I'm going to go there. It's like gelatinous almost. Like, it's definitely like one of those things you make.
Yeah, I would say it's very thick and creamy.
I hate.
But like that kind of like that gruel kind of slop. You know, that mystery meat and shit and all this other stuff.
Nope.
I find a rat tail in one. I found one of your pests.
I agree with Sophie, and nope.
The elf, he does tell you his name. He's like, well, my name is Larion Keenblade, and he looks over. He's like, is that one of your group?
Yes, they're one of the ones I'm teamed up with.
I would call him over.
I'm just gonna try to wave over.
Well, with Mal's amazing perception, he would, of course, see it. I saw it 2-3 minutes after she's been doing it. Like, what the fuck, dude? And then I would come over with a tray of 6 soups.
In the meantime, in the room, we still have Thanik and Tiny
Stevie and Tiny,
Stevie in the room. Okay, so let me go back. I gotta keep switching maps here. 1 second. Alrighty there. Where's Thanik? Why is he all the way? Oh, because he didn't move himself.
Yeah, because he can't.
Forgot I had to move him.
I think Thanik's dealing with keto stuff, so Stevie, you're in charge.
I got it. I moved him.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
But yeah, as far as this goes on, yeah. So I'm having all of you, sending you all a check.
Perception.
Holy shit.
Ooh.
Ooh,
Nat 20.
yeah.
And then you're probably have to do
Nice.
Phoenix because he's gone.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that right now.
Do you like waffles? Yeah, I like waffles.
Do you like pancakes?
So
Yes, I like
Thanik is just chilling out in the
like
corner.
that
He's,
stuff.
you see him kind of doing his little meditation shit that he does. So he's like not paying attention to shit that's going on. But however, Stevie and Tiny, while you guys are sitting there doing stuff, Tiny mending the blanket and stuff, you do hear some murmurs coming through the thin walls of the room south of you, where the cultists were at.
CV moves towards the wall and kind of tries to listen closer.
So you go through the wall, you listen. They are speaking very hushed and quiet because they realize that the walls are thin. But you are able to make out 3 words. You hear, or 4 words, excuse me. You hear strong room, tunnel, lizard folk, bog luck.
Bog luck. Tunnel. That is concerning. CV kind of turns to Tiny and do you hear that?
And strong room and lizard folk. Those are the other 2 words.
I'm gonna write this down because I'm gonna forget.
Yeah, I mean, I'll put it in the chat.
Stronghold.
Yeah, thank you.
Lizard folk. Boglock.
Bog luck.
Yeah, I heard
The
Boglock.
Bogluck is the intendant.
But I'm not here, so.
You guys, as players, know that, but you haven't asked his name, so you don't know that that's his name.
Right.
I mean, I'm not there, so I don't know anything. But
Ah.
So apparently, even though he's not paying attention, Thanik said it all. Because I had him highlighted when I typed it.
Cool. Thanik, Tiny, did you hear that? I heard like they're talking over there. I heard, I mean, and kind of she is keeping quiet because if I can hear them, they can probably hear
Yeah.
me.
By the way, Thanik, you failed. You got a nat 1 on the perception check, so you're meditating in the corner, so you did not hear a fucking thing that was going on from
Switching
across
to
the other
D&D
room.
Beyond immediately. No, I'm kidding.
But yeah, Stevie and Tiny, you guys obviously heard it. So if
No,
she's asking you, Thanik, you wouldn't have heard it.
No, I've heard nothing. I'm not focusing. I've been more focusing on myself and my evening routines, but I didn't hear anything. Did you?
Yeah, I heard them talking about strong room, lizard folk, a tunnel, and something called bog luck.
Interesting. Well, it's fun that you mentioned lizard folk, and I sort of tossed the medallion over to her. Those frog people that we were fighting on the road seem to be wearing insignia that's not necessarily bullywug natural. This is more of lizard folk origin. So if they originate from about the same place, which I don't believe I know much about lizard folk around here in particular, then yes, there's definitely worth something investigating.
Since you're bringing that up, I will let you're doing a history check, Thanik.
Okay.
Nat 1 again. So
Now
yeah, that's
I'm
pretty much what
switching
you
to
said.
D&D.
If you want to re-roll that in D&D Beyond, I'll let you, because there's those 2 nat 1s back to back.
No,
If you
I'm
okay.
The statement holds true. He does not know much about lizard folk. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy.
So yes, there may be a connection between the two. I don't know about you, but I don't believe I've seen any lizard folk around here since we've arrived. So their presence here might indeed be strange.
Interesting. Well, let's keep an ear out.
I'll certainly
Okay.
try harder this time.
Was there anything else you guys are gonna say to each other? I'm gonna go switch back up to the kitchen.
We're gonna switch.
Okay. So we switch back up to the kitchen as the half-elf Larry and Keenblade is speaking to Kismet and Mel. He's like, "It's good to see that you have both made it here safely."
Yeah, it was
I have-
quite an easy trip actually. Only one group of frog people that jumped us this morning.
Bullywugs.
Yes, I believe that's
Yes.
what they're called. That's what they're called, right?
Yeah, bully,
I-
wog, woog.
I got here just before you all did, and I have been trying to pick up what I can. And he's kind of lowering his voice as he's seeing people around, trying to be as quiet as he can. He's like, I hid among some other cultists as a thief for hire and got here just shortly before all you did. So I've been among them. They have been pretty tight-lipped on everything until we got here. Now, since I've arrived here, which was just a few days prior to you, I do know a few things. Bogluck is the half-orc who runs this area. He seems to be
Okay.
quite friendly with the cultists. So I have a feeling he may be involved in whatever shenanigans they are running. I do know this, that his room is always locked. And a lot of the cargo, specifically that of the cultist, is brought into the strong room. That's all I've been able to ascertain since I've been here. So whatever connection there is with the cultists and this hoard of treasure that they're moving north, Bogluck is somehow facilitating it and is being brought into that storeroom. But how it leaves this area and gets to wherever they're going, I have no idea. I don't know if it's just being stockpiled there or if it's being brought out. I haven't seen anything leave. I haven't seen any wagons laden with anything leave except building materials, and those are going to the road repair.
Okay. Did you say you know where the stronghold is?
It's the strong room. It's a room here in the
Strong room.
roadhouse. Yes,
Yeah.
yes. It's
Where is that?
if you look in the when you walk out, I gotta open up the other map so I can see it.
Second door to the left when we walked in.
All right, yeah. He's like, so yes. So as you walk in, you see just to the before the stairs that came up here where you guys went to the kitchen. There's a door right next to that goes to the warehouse room. The strong room is a locked door within the warehouse room. After I saw people bringing stuff in the warehouse room, I went in there and I noticed the door. I hid among some crates and I noticed them going into a locked door. So the access to this strong room is through the warehouse, which is the doorway right next to the stairs leading up to the kitchen.
Okay. Okay. Do we know how long this? I don't know if I missed this or not. Do we know how long the cult and/or we are here?
Well, the road repair is going on indefinitely. So you're here as long as Ardred needs you to be here to protect the laborers. I don't know if he specified in his contract how long you would be here, but every crew I've seen that's arrived typically is here for a couple weeks.
Okay, including the.
But that's
cult?
no,
The
the
cult
like I
staying here
said,
all
the
day?
cult. They bring stuff here, then they leave, and stuff goes into that strong room, and then I don't see it leave. I don't know where it goes. I don't know if it just stays there. I haven't been able to enter the room.
Okay.
It's just they're either warehousing it here, hiding it here, or there is some other means of them taking it out that I'm unaware of because I have not seen them. I have not seen anything.
Interesting.
Very.
Definitely worth an investigation at the least, I'd say, but we should wait till night for sure.
It is evening. Like I said, when you guys arrived here, it was about 6:30. Let me get the clock up again. This thing here doesn't always work. So you guys, after all this stuff, you've been here about an hour. So it's about 7:30, and it's getting pretty dark out at this point. But yeah.
Also, you said this Bogluck, he's awfully chummy with the cultists. Have you seen him, like,
Yes.
does he ever hand them a key to get to the room, or does he walk them there personally to unlock it?
He has a pretty hefty keychain hanging from his belt with many keys on it. So I would presume he has, and he is a superintendent of this roadhouse. So I would presume that he has the keys to every door that are locked.
Okay.
As you see, most of them are not.
I have lockpicks.
I know there's other
We're not
options
here.
when you
Get the fuck
fail.
out of here. We are fucking pigeon.
Oh, there's a fucking roach here. Just crush that roach.
God.
This roach here. Someone been smoking the gun.
And also, if you're looking at the layout, you do put together that this warehouse and strong room are literally right beneath the kitchen where you guys are at.
Okay.
Would I ever overheard any of Mal's and the kitchen and the chef's conversation? Or like, did I overhear his mumbling?
It would be retroactive, but you can do a perception check to see if you heard him talking.
Okay.
I mean, you probably would have heard him talking, but knowing what he said, you would have to be paying attention. So go ahead and do a perception check.
And while you're on that, I thank you for the information. Anything else that you feel like should be pertinent information before we return to our friends?
That's all I have for now. If I find out anything else, I definitely will let you know. I'm going to be here for quite a while, keeping an eye on what's happening here.
Okay.
And if
We're
I
in
can
the
find anything else out,
Yeah,
Okay.
Tiny's concentrating right now.
Yeah, we're in the most northern room on the west wall. If you need to find anything.
certainly.
Woo! That's a dirty
you,
20.
you heard everything Mal was saying with the chef.
Cool. And you said the stronghold is like under this room, right?
Yeah, it is pretty much.
I look at Mal
it's
and
2 floors. This entire room plan you see here of the kitchen, the front end over there where the cook is at is over the strong room, and where we're sitting is over the warehouse.
Mal, when the chef was talking about rats,
Let's wait.
Let's. Did he mean under him or under the first floor?
I would like to discuss that in a little bit more private setting, given that it doesn't seem like that's very thick. But yeah, it seems like there's rats underneath here.
Or something that sounds like rats.
Also, you see Mal just doing like a hard, like glare, like I'm trying to signal. As I cast message, we'll talk about it in the room. To telepathically tell you, the floors are thin. Wait until we're in the room to talk about this.
Bong, bong.
Did you say the floors are thin? We could probably break through it then.
Floors? I don't know what you're. And I just start. No, I'm kidding.
Mal immediately farts very loudly.
Well, thank you very much for the information.
You're welcome.
Larion. I'm
Gives
gonna
you
shake
a
his
head tilt.
I'll shake his hand then. I'll start walking away with Mal.
Yeah, you guys can
Make
just
him
head down
move.
the stairs. It'll take you back to the first floor, and then you can walk over to wherever you're going.
As we're making our way back, I just casually say to Kismet, "You're not very good at covert, are you?"
I just kind of assume no one ever listens to me, but because I heard this saying when I was really young that like no one really pays attention to you because they're too worried about what they're dealing with, and then you know.
Good to know. So covert, I'll handle that.
Oh yeah, it's nighttime at this point, so everybody is kind of headed off. There's
I was gonna
there's
say
a
hi
few
to
people just
the guy.
hanging around there, but everybody else has kind of gone off to their rooms.
Including the superintendent?
Yeah.
Damn.
I'm bringing our now very cold, just thick, creamy. It's also like you take the spoon out, it's a popsicle at this point, soup.
It's gone from soup to gravy.
It's not even gravy. It's just like a full-on like.
What are you doing, baby? What are you making?
Why is it pink?
That's some strong concentration going on there.
It's condition.
All right, I'll get rid of it. I don't know what you're concentrating on, but let me get rid of both of those.
You're muted. You're muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, babe.
I did a concentration spell, and I was concentrating while they were upstairs, and I'm detecting poison and
Disease.
to make sure there's nothing wrong with the food.
Oh, okay. There you go. All right.
Do I detect anything?
I mean, would like poison or disease is like, poison is poison, obviously. Disease, it almost think it's got to be intentional. I'd have to look up that spell.
Yeah, it's like
Just
things
to
don't
make
actually.
sure.
That, like, it's not like the common cold shit. It's like things that are like mummy
Ye-
rot, that kind of stupid shit.
Yeah, like someone's trying to like do biological warfare here. Who is something?
The best kind.
Yeah. So
But-
with that, I mean, there doesn't seem to be anything malicious in the soup, poison or disease. Otherwise, it doesn't appear to be cooked as sanitarily as it should be. But it's other than maybe perhaps a bellyache if you don't have a strong constitution, it's fine to eat.
Okay.
I forgot to mention this, but I was thinking about this during the conversation. On the way back to the room from the kitchen, especially if I notice like a lot of people are going to bed, I want to cast detect magic and kind of like case the building.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. So do I sense anything
Nothing.
magical? Just kind of doing a little
I
walk?
mean, you obviously there was that wizard. So you would detect that there's some magic in his room where he's at, because he most likely would have some kind of magic items or stuff on him. But you don't noticing any spell or anything being cast or any kind of protection or like that. I will say this: in his room, you do notice that there is a magic ward on the door.
And if I go near like that warehouse, do I like feel any weird vibes?
No.
Any magic?
No magic there. The only magic that you would sense at all is where the wizard's at in that bottom room, and it's mostly coming from the fact that he placed a ward on the door, so protective ward.
And from our room because we have magic items.
Right.
I know our magic.
Well,
Okay.
now you know exactly what kind of magic items they have. Because you're
Which
new
is
to the
little
group.
to none, apparently.
Hey, my fucking loot is dope.
No wonder we fucking
Loot.
bully these people all
You don't
the
have
time.
dust loot, you have the cittern.
It's a
cult,
loot.
The
It's-
cult has little to none magic, not us. Cool.
So as
I-
we get back into the room, I disperse the food. Tiny gets half a bowl, Fanny gets a bowl and a half, and everyone else gets a bowl.
Does anyone have any spells to heat up this just a little bit?
No.
Kismet prestidigitation does
Shut
that.
up. Let me fucking read my goddamn spells. Damn.
Stop being a backseat gamer. You can't even use your own stuff.
At least I hit creatures.
Mrs. I forget the hunter's mark every time.
You know what? I heat up my food and only my food now. Because somebody.
Rude. Stevie didn't piss Kismet off. Mickey pissed off Sophie.
Alternate realities exist and you will get your karma.
So, while we're going into the discussion mode that's about to occur, I would like to purposely drag this out to at least an hour so we can make this a short rest at the same time.
I mean, you can. Why does actually just advance the clock an hour? So
Okay,
if
cool.
you guys want,
Short rest.
Yeah. So if you want to, if everyone wants to use a short rest, also to keep in mind, I mean, unless you're staying up late at night, obviously, but this is evening. You are most likely going to go to sleep at some point. So, but yeah, if you want to use a short rest, feel free.
Yes.
Wait a moment. Do I still have a spear in my ass?
Did you ever take it out?
I don't think I roleplayed taking it out now.
But it is
Well-
many, many hours later, so you
Just been strong man walking around with it in my ass. I'll take care of it later. I'm not willing to deal with it anymore.
No, you actually can't reach with the plate armor. So
I would say this: when he
not-
gets to the
you're not
room and he
asking.
goes to sit down, he goes, "Oh, wait, what is this?"
Oh, that's so what is my just since we're gonna take a short rest? What's my HP?
You're at 45 to that max HP. How long does that last for? By the way, Matt.
It's gone.
That should be gone,
It was
right?
8 hours. Yeah, it's gone. It's
Yeah,
8
you're
hours.
at 4. Yeah, you're at 45 of 58 right now.
And when we're taking a short rest, I am using my Song of Rest. So if you roll a hit dice, you get an additional 1d8.
Yeah.
So I'll do 2 hit dice plus my 1d8.
Okay, so we will do short rest.
Ranger hit die is D8.
D10s.
I get D10s?
Yeah, Rangers are D10s. They're full martial.
Nice.
Yeah, Paladin. Yeah, the only people who are D8s are they.
Do you roll the
Ooh, worked out for you.
You roll the D.
You roll the additional dice yourself.
I roll it.
57 of 58. You got
That'll work.
I mean, I'm gonna be up above my max, but I might as well. Yep.
Yes, sir. And remember, you only get half your hit dice back on a long rest.
I only spent the one.
I'm just reminding people because that's a very easily forgotten rule.
Fair enough.
Unlike some people who are trying to explain other people's spells. Okay, so here's the information we gathered. There's some weird shit underneath the kitchen, which also happens to be that strong room. By the way, I'm whispering this. I'm not saying this how I'd have to. My guess is the Coltsmiths stashing all their stuff there in either a strong room or there's a passage that leads elsewhere. Orky dude over there with the booger man. I can't remember his main name now.
Bogluck.
Bogluck is very chummy with them, so he's probably been giving them access. So it's going to be behind a locked door. So obviously, Stevie, you can try and pick locks if we want to try and go in there, or I can try and finesse it off them.
Well, I think I could pick a lock. Did you say Bogluck? Because we heard them talking, and the only 4 words I could make out were strong room, lizard folk, tunnel, and Bogluck. So there's got to be a tunnel somewhere.
Oh, that's probably,
Probably in that
Strong
room that's locked. Yeah.
Would you look at that? It's like it's all tying itself together, like the perfect case is being solved.
That everyone rolled great on, and everyone gets heard everything.
Except for Thanik.
That's what I'm here for. I go bonk bonk.
I would almost.
I just swing the X.
The question is, do we want to give this a night and let them get closer to what they're doing, or do we want to investigate that tonight?
Well, the only thing that I'll say is that if we recently arrived with a shipment, I can't imagine if they're using some sort of underground tunnel to siphon off what the cultists need, then I can't imagine that they would leave that sitting there for a day or two. And we don't know when the next shipment's coming, so unfortunately, we may need to investigate tonight, or there won't be anything to investigate tomorrow except for missing boxes that no one will admit to being anyone's fault.
That is true, but I would like to case out Bogluck because I missed him before he went to bed, and I kind of wanted to talk to him and hear.
We can go knock on his door. That's easy. It's not that hard.
If we
and as far as to Thanik saying about stuff being there disappearing, when you guys were talking to the half elf, like he said, he's been there for a couple days, and cultists have been coming and going and bringing stuff in there for a while, so it's not just been just once.
Maybe we should split up into 2 groups and have one group try to pick the lock and go downstairs, and the other person try to talk to Bogluck and see if he's available to answer his room.
I feel like that's a horrible idea, actually.
Yeah, is it not suspicious to wake him up at fucking God knows what hour to be
it's
like,
7 p.m. It's the angle.
8:30.
The closer you get north. Oh God, it's 8:30. Okay, I'm using Minnesota time when the sun sets. It gets dark at like 5 p.m. here, so I was like, that doesn't mean shit. It does.
It doesn't
Well,
get dark.
the only thing
Wait.
that Tiny may have to her plan here is that if there needs to be some kind of a distraction once the strong room is broken into, then as the least subtle of our entire group, I can provide something, whether it be trying to speak to Bogluck or Kismet and I trying to speak to Bogluck. My only fear is that if you get into the strong room and are accosted by anybody, Malamos will end rather poorly. It'll be great that you have Stephen L with you, but
I love that Thanik paused politely to find the best way to get your ass kicked.
I'm aware about my weakness.
If we're gonna go into 2 groups, we should probably have Thanik in one group and Kismet in the other group because they're our 2 strongest fighters.
I don't think we should go into 2 groups whatsoever. I'm almost under the impression we should. Stevie can pick locks. If we can avoid talking to Bogluck, that might be safest at the moment. But if all of a sudden she can't pick the lock, me and Kismet, the faces, can go maybe try and play it off as like we're members of the cult. You hide all your fucking gauntlet shit that you've got embroidered everywhere.
And it looks done on breastplate. I don't think they'll think I'm in the cult.
I can be in the cult. And I can maybe try and get the key off him and come back. that is a backup plan. But I feel like we should stick together for this because if we get separated and the cult tries their regular shit, we're not at our strongest. We should not be splitting up right now.
Should we at least have somebody play as lookout?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like within range, of course.
And it seems to be that if there's anybody that probably needs to do that, it would be me. Since I have to fit through that door. This one was enough of a hassle. Still trying to. And also, if there needs to be any health on the inside, someone walking around this sort of thoroughfare isn't necessarily out of the ordinary, even if it is at 8:30 in the evening. But if we need to be stealthy on the inside, I will fail all of you.
I can stealth ahead. I've proven that.
That does make sense. Maybe have Thanik stay as the lookout while we pick the lock and check out the tunnels.
Could we not at least wait a little longer and not leave right now? Because I don't feel comfy going without any more. Like, we just showed up here. We haven't really scoped out what's up and like people really here. Like, we heard words from another room and we talked to our
how
contacts,
often?
but we haven't really scoped anything else out.
How often did your contact say there were shipments?
Oh well, he said. What did he say?
Couple weeks.
Every couple of weeks.
But do we have a couple of weeks to hang around?
I almost feel like we need to move this quick because something's coming up. I feel
Right.
like
Well, and here's the thing, Kismet. I know you've been doing your own thing for quite some time. What we have found in our travels, sort of following this cult that is gallivanting around, is that they move quickly and they move effectively. And if there is any degree of hesitation, then they do tend to disappear for a while. So trust me, I understand your caution. I'm a Goliath that does prefer to sort of get this sort of battlefield layout before making any moves. But these cultists aren't playing a normal game, and that may mean that we need to alter our methods as well.
Also, just get a quick. When me and Kismet were walking back, everyone was in their beds and stationed away, right? Like it was empty out there.
Yes, there was just a few unnamed like icons of people, like laborers and stuff, just kind of wandering around. But most everybody had gone to their rooms.
If anything, I feel like now's the best time to do that scouting and figure it out ahead of time. It never says we can't look back, but I feel like now's the best time to do it when there's less eyes.
Well, maybe a little later in the evening.
Yeah, give it an hour or two. That's what we're talking. Now we're playing. I'd say.
And by the way, an hour had passed, getting to 8:30 for your short rest, and now during this conversation, it's been about a half hour. You guys have been talking.
Okay, so it's about
9 p.m.
9:30.
9 p.m. now.
I can simply do calisthenics in the fairgrounds, and if anyone has a problem with that, they can take it up with me. And when focus is driven towards me, if the need arises, then you all are free to do whatever's necessary in the strong room.
I can scout ahead. We've determined I can do that. I'd say
I'm not
Stevie
too
Clark.
bad at stealth myself. Hopefully.
I could get small and just go on somebody who is stealthy.
Yeah, I would like to point out. I think Thanik is we can do any combination here, but Thanik needs to be at the rear. That is for sure.
Yeah, he's gonna be our good lookout person, I think.
But whenever we're ready, I can use some magic to give myself an enhanced ability for this. So.
I don't know. If we come across any battle, I use quite a bit with the damn frogs, so I wouldn't be able to do as much damage as I usually do, which is another reason not to do it tonight. But.
I would like to leave because I have enough tools at my disposal where I can probably get out with not too much of an issue. So,
yeah,
like, if
I
I
have
need
a
a
lot
hand,
still at my disposal.
I'm good at talking my way through as an idiot. As you've seen, I am an idiot, so it works out for my favorite quite well.
Yeah, I can
your
heal
favor,
and I
but
can
what about the rest
guide.
of the party's favor?
That's what I'm saying. Let me go ahead to scout out. I can get myself out. I can't get all of us out if we're like grouped together. I'm saying we go close enough where if shit does go down, we can get to each other, but far enough where it's like you're not directly associated with me.
Yeah,
It is hard to disguise a horse. You're correct, and a Goliath, to be fair, not just horses.
I can hide. I can get bigger. I can protect you guys.
I have that horn of silent alarm. If I can hand it over to Mal. if that would like he can go ahead and then blow the horn if he gets into trouble.
And I can
have
go on-
message. I can do this up to 120 feet. It'd still be best for someone else to have it.
Yeah, and I can go with Mal and protect him.
Oh,
You could
God.
go
As much as
small.
I hate that idea, you can ride in my back pocket.
And then if something goes wrong, I can just get bigger and start helping him take care
Yes,
of him.
but please don't do anything until I actually get physically hurt. Because it may look like things go badly. I have plans for that.
Okay. I'll trust you. If you want me to stay small, I'll wait for you to tap on your pocket and let me know it's time for me to come out and help.
If you hear me say, "Oh fuck," that's usually a good sign.
Oh, are we using like secret words?
I'm pretty sure
That's
"oh
right.
fuck" is never a secret word, but sure.
Well, I suppose that's fair.
You know,
There are some out there that don't curse.
But
Well, I'm obviously overvoted here, so I guess we're moving with your plan.
like I
I
said,
sort of
stay-
clap Kismet on the back. You'll learn, don't worry. It either goes very, very well or very poorly.
like I said,
And we're still here, so it can't go that bad.
and like I said, recon at night. We don't need to necessarily push too deep if we feel like it go bad. We can save that for tomorrow night. I'd say recon tonight. Let the day go by, do our thing, and then maybe try and go deeper tomorrow if we can.
Okay.
Everyone in agreement?
Here's the problem, though.
Okay.
If we pick the lock, then we just have to lock it back up, so that way it looks like we never went in, right?
Yeah, we can do that.
That's if we can pick the lock. This could be ended very shortly if Stevie decides to fuck up. But so operation, I'm gonna shove Tiny in my back pocket very aggressively, and I'm gonna cast enhance ability on myself.
And it's
Hold on a second.
this.
Let me make her tiny.
It's this door that I got in
And
front
attach
of,
me
right?
to
That door is Bogluck's room.
Yeah, so that is not where we're going. So let the dude who's gonna have advantage on stealth checks go first, though.
yeah,
Before
you
you
gotta
start
attach me to him.
Are we
Maybe-
stealthy?
And the only reason why I'm telling you it's Bogluck's room is because although they forgot to mention it, I'm gonna assume this pretended they did. The elf did tell Mal and Kismet that the only bedroom that's locked is Bogluck's.
Oh, so that's actually his bedroom.
Yeah, attach me to Mal,
What,
though.
what about the warehouse room?
That was the door next to the stairs to the kitchen down here.
So that's not locked though.
No, the warehouse isn't locked, but the strong room, the door to the strong room is inside the warehouse, and that's one that's locked.
Okay, okay.
I can't get rid of this stupid thing. It won't delete.
The what?
I'm trying to delete this spell I did. It won't delete it.
I don't see anything in your effects.
Can you attach me to
Concent-
Mal?
Just walk with him. You're
I
attached.
can't. It won't let me.
Moment.
So there's a door over here somewhere. Oh, up here.
There we go. Okay.
I'm just gonna put my marker over here in the moment, but
Now there. Hold on. Before on. I was gonna tell you before you go there.
Okay, go. Yep.
So you don't see any cultists or anything like that out, but you do see, like I said, there's some laborers still hanging around. So if you just walk across, they're gonna see where you're going, or you can choose to sneak, however you guys want.
Oh yeah, I'm sneaking.
Okay.
And again, this is
The best way,
Val
obviously, to do that is to stick along the walls, and then
Yeah.
go down.
Yeah.
If you want to go ahead and cast a stealth check.
Yep, and
we
I
all do
use enhance
stealthy?
ability. I get advantage.
Whoever, if you want to be stealthy, whoever's going towards that warehouse, yeah,
Can
Mal.
we talk about how I've
nobody
got
sees you.
3 nat 20s on my stealth checks lately?
Nobody sees you.
Oof.
Stevie. So as you make your way there, your hooves are kind of clomping a little bit. The laborers do hear you and they kind of see you, but they go back to talking amongst themselves. So
Please
they just
tell me
saw
Steve
you,
was
but
staying like about 20 feet back.
they
or
didn't
something.
seem to be concerned or care.
And just to clarify this, Stevie's staying like 20 feet back, right? Like we're
Yes.
spread out. Okay.
Yes.
The only person who's like right on my person should be Bubba, the fairy.
Yeah, I'm in your back
Right.
pocket.
And I would say like all they know is they see you heading this way. Once you get around that wagon and that platform, that could be either going to that door or going to the stairs of the
Damn.
kitchen. So they don't know where you're going specifically, other than you're going either to the kitchen or to the warehouse.
Okay, so I would assume with my natural 20 though, me and them get over here just fine.
Yes.
I'm just gonna do the direct route because it's easier,
And-
but
Yeah, and I'm not even. Tiny's going with you. I'm not even having her do one because she's sitting on your shoulder in your pocket. So
the Mission Impossible theme's playing in the back of
Yeah.
Mal's head as he's doing
Right.
this. By the way,
I mean,
do
I
your
could
best
make
to
her
not
roll,
squeeze.
and if she gets a nat 1, she sneezes in your pocket. But-
that's a quick way someone gets squished.
Please, no.
So when I get up to this door, though, very gently, I want to listen first to see if I hear anything like directly on the opposite side before I just plainly open.
yeah, perception check for that.
This is where it always goes bad. Yep.
Yeah, no, you don't hear anything at all coming from that door.
Okay, I start to creak open the door a little bit, stealthily.
Okay, go ahead.
With Kismet and me still sitting in the room, I just sort of.
Oh
like,
no, I left.
You
I
left
left
too? Am I
behind
sitting in the
TV.
room?
You should
I'm
have
just
left
sitting here all
too.
by myself.
Oh yeah, Kismet, with your stealth check, it's kind of similar. Your armor was kind of clanking.
Yeah.
Labor saw you just like they saw Stevie, but they kind of just looked back and then went back to their conversation.
I'm not even attempting. I'm just standing
So Mel,
outside
yeah,
all
you open a
day.
door. It's kind of illuminated inside as well. You see all the, it's mostly lumber, stuff for the road repair and stuff like that. Stuff they don't want to get wet or anything like that. So it's just stacks of material and supplies for the road repair that's filling that room.
Okay. I would step into the room.
Mhm.
And I'm looking, I'm surveying the room, trying to figure out where that.
Yeah,
I
you see the
assume this is the
door.
door.
Yeah, you see a locked door right there.
Okay. I would then try to silently signal Steve get in here, and then kind of
Oh no.
here, I'll get out of the way.
Yeah, you're in.
Let me get it's
You lock.
Tiny does anyway. There we go.
I'm gonna stand right next to this thing and try to be like, who's watching us before entering a door?
Okay. Oh, like I said, all those laborers, once you guys pass that wagon, they don't know if they went to the stairs to the kitchen or the door.
I'm gonna be like,
all they know is that's all they know is you guys went to one of those two places. They don't know. They can't see.
So and
So they can't.
Steve's
They're not
the-
watching us.
No, like I said, they just noticed when you walked by because they heard you, but then they went back to their conversation, so they're not watching you or anything.
yeah,
I
so-
will go to the wagon and I'll just put my hand on the wagon and stretch and just be like, fine night.
Okay, so look like you're
So
just taking a
Thanic's
stroll
obviously
with
stretching.
your buddy.
Hmm?
Looks like you're just taking a stroll with your buddy. With Kismet.
Yeah.
He's like,
So is
This way.
Kismet staying outside the room or?
No, I was
She's
gonna.
in there now.
I was doing like a womp womp enter.
Okay, so Mal's honestly watching the flank at this moment that he successfully made it in here, watching this dreadful attempt at stealth. As he's just gonna more or less watch the door, so if someone comes in, they're the first person he sees. As Stevie goes and tries to pick the lock.
Well, I mean, we have Thanik as lookout right in front of the door.
Yeah, I want different stages to this. So Thanik can signal Mal, Mal can signal you guys, kind of deal.
Oh, okay, cool. I'll go right here.
Mal is smart about he's a con artist. He knows how to do this shit.
Yeah, I'm just if they're engaging with me at all, I'll just be like, you guys do this work all the time.
DM,
Just
I
like a
have
mini job.
Kismet target and I can't get it off.
alt click on her.
I am doing that. It's not working.
You asked for a perception check.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Refresh. You got it? Okay. Yeah. So Stevie, as you approach the door, you hear sounds coming from the other side of the door.
Can I
You
listen
hear-
in closer?
Yeah, this is what your roll's gonna let you hear.
Sorry.
So it's okay. So yeah, you hear the sounds and you start listening and you hear skittering sounds, scratching, clawing, kind of skittering sounds going across, throughout the room. You hear, you can't make it out, but you hear kind of a hissing kind of language, or were sounds being discussed and like a lot of activity coming from the room.
Mal, there's people there.
Oh, that's troublesome. We can we can give this a night, or we can go for it now while we're here.
Did you say it sounded like rats?
Well, the only one who hears this is Stevie right now because she went to the door.
Stevie, what
but
exactly do you hear?
She heard skittering, clawing sounds and a hissing kind of.
I heard
Guttural
skittering and hissing, which
And that sounds like people to you?
Actually, since Stevie knows so many languages, does she understand the language?
I don't think she would have this. Let me see languages.
It's ridiculous how many spell.
Dwarvish,
Nope.
Giant, Halfling, Elvish, Draconic,
I looked at
Common,
it.
and Sylvan.
Yes,
Okay.
even with that completely learned fucking 5 master's degrees in languages, she does not recognize this.
Okay, I was just curious. I'm like, that's a lot of flipping languages. This is the person to hear it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's.
Oh.
I mean, things. They're like, just because I don't understand the language doesn't mean it's not a language.
Wait, Stevie, I have an idea. And I want to move close to the door. I can hold this, but I need you to do this fairly quick because I can only do this for so long. And I'm going to use minor illusion to create an exact copy of the door, but it's a one-sided illusion. So that way, if we pick the lock and open the door, it still looks like the door's there. Because I can do something in a 5 by 5 foot cube to give us a little bit of cover. So.
So obviously this is to hide the fact that you're opening the door. So
Yep,
there would
exactly.
still be a stealth check as on top of the sleight of hand check or the
Gotcha.
thieves' check.
Okay, so a stealth check from me and a sleight of hand from her for the thieves' tool.
Well, you're just casting the illusion. Whoever's opening, like Stevie's unlocking the door and opening it, so
Well,
Stevie will be doing.
I was gonna unlock it
stealth
and
check.
let Mal open it.
Well, yeah, but you're putting metal in metal.
Yeah, fair.
It's gonna make a noise.
If I click the dice next to thieves' tools, will that do the correct check?
Yes, that's technically what you're supposed to use.
Yeah,
Because if you had a proficiency in it, would add the modifier.
I do have a proficiency in thieves' tools. So I'm gonna click that button and then I'll do a stealth check. If that's cool.
Beforehand, I'll
That's
be
fine.
like, Stevie, you got this. Don't fuck it up, though. As bardic inspiration.
I'm gonna use that on my stealth. That's a 15 on the thieves' tools.
Okay, that does unlock the door.
And on the stealth, I'm gonna just add that 1d8.
Fuck.
Jesus Christ!
So it's
And remember how when I said we should wait to do this? Remember when I said that, guys?
Yes, I
It
do.
doesn't matter. It's a natural one.
Remember when I
so
said we should wait to do this?
you're doing it, and as you're doing it, you're wincing at every turn. You hear clack 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 click 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 clack 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 as you're turning it, and it's the whole place is quiet and it's echoing through the room, and each one you're just like fuck.
Actually, here's a curious question. Would my minor illusion give a advantage for a help action? Kind of?
No.
Yeah, worth a try.
No. So, as the door opens, it gets quiet. You open the door, and you see very confused a bunch of lizard folk in this room, and they all turn their heads towards the door, and they're very confused because they don't see anything. They see the door closed, and then this. Damn it. The first lizard folk moves up towards the door and he puts his hand on it and it goes through and hits Steve.
I cast hold person. Before he puts his hand through, can I try to cast hold person?
You can hold person, but he would have felt her. So he'll just stop with his hand on Stevie's face.
I'll not do anything then. I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna hold command.
Yeah. Now, as far as the illusions work, I don't know if this is correct or not. I've always figured if they push through the illusion, it's kind of reveals itself as an illusion.
Yeah, my question is, would they have to make I believe it's an intelligence check against my spell save DC to determine if it's an illusion without touching it? Obviously, if they touch it, it automatically goes through, but...
Right. I mean, like, what I mean by know it's illusion, meaning it's, like, dispelled. Like, they can see what's behind it at that point. He's going to know it's an illusion because his hand went through. He's going to know that. But in order to see what he's touching or what's happening, he's going to have to stick his head through or something to see what's going on there. Okay, so, yeah, I will do a... You said investigation?
It'd be just a straight intelligence roll, I believe. Or yeah, investigation. Investigation, I suppose.
We'll do investigation.
And it should be against my spell save DC, which is 15.
14.
Nice.
That's a regular fucking door.
So he doesn't know what's happening. So, Stevie, you see a lizard head stick through, and his eyes go wide as you guys are looking at each other, eye to eyeball. And he shouts very loudly, hissing. And you hear the rest of them start to scream.
Hypnotic pattern, if I have a chance. If I have time to do a reaction, I want to just send a hypnotic pattern bolt into there.
I did say I was holding command, if that's anything, as well. I said that a while ago.
Yeah, you
go off, maybe?
I mean, at this point, the only thing you're going to be able to see is this lizard face right in front of Stevie's face. Because
technically it's a one-side illusion, so we can see in the room.
Yeah, so you just hear the stuff going on there. Stevie saw everything that was in there. She saw all the lizard folk in there. All you guys saw, you hear the noises of them screaming, and you see the face stick out.
Well,
so if you're gonna be able to cast, you're only gonna be able to. You're gonna be able to. I'm gonna say you're gonna be able to cast on that lizard that's sticking out. However, since it's only its head and Stevie's in the way, whatever you try to do to him right now is gonna be a disadvantage.
Well, command is a saving throw.
It's a saving throw.
Yeah, then he would roll with advantage.
My question is though, because I'm seeing this happen.
Stevie's in the way, and it's
But
only
I
his
can
head sticking
see
out.
him. That's the only thing. I have to be able to see
Right.
him. That's the only requirement. If I can see him.
Right. It's the only requirement for you to be able to cast it. As far as how
Yeah.
a saving throw is.
I don't get it, but all right.
It's only his head.
So? That's not what the rule is.
There's I mean, how advantages and disadvantages go is determined by the situation that's surrounding it.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm like, I don't get it, but I'll follow your lead. But
it's dumb as shit. He'll fail regardless.
It doesn't have. Yeah,
well,
they're lizard folk. They're not very smart.
Do I get my reaction before he starts yelling, or is it too late?
Oh, they already all heard it, but you can do whatever you want.
Then I'm not doing it anyway because I would have wanted to stop his yelling, but if it's too late.
Oh yeah.
As soon as he yells, I want to get my head knocked out enough, if possible.
Yeah. Okay. Here, I'll do this. The reason why I was saying no is because you said that after you said I'm using my hold action after he yelled, but I'll allow it for this time, so you'll be able to.
No, Sophie said that.
I said I was
Sophie
holding
said that a
it,
while back.
like the second the door opened.
No. I'm not saying she didn't say. I didn't say she didn't say to hold action until after. I said she didn't say I want to use it now until after the yell happened. But you could use it now before the yell happens. So I'll allow that to go through right now. So
Before
the
the
yell
yell?
hasn't
Me?
happened yet, and you could use yes.
Then I want to attempt command.
Okay.
Just hush.
Okay.
Quiet. Let me do the spell.
Can you target him? Okay.
Yeah, I was bringing it all up because I was like, if I'm not doing it, I'm not bringing it up yet. Whoop, whoop. I only have. Technically, I'd be able to do a second target, but
Yeah, and I will say at this point too, since it sucked his head through and it's right in front of Stevie, you do have an opportunity for a movement too as well. So if you want to step back,
I want to move back. Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Silvery barbs if it succeeds.
It did succeed.
So I'll spend a first level spell slot to make him reroll. And I'll give the advantage to Stevie if she needs it.
Okay, wisdom saving throw, reroll. Seven.
That does fail. So I just go, whoop.
Okay, so he you see his mouth open. He's about to yell, and he just stops, and he closes his mouth. But his eyes are like this big, still looking at you all.
I think it's time to leave, guys.
You do hear the rest start to skitter because they see their friend's head through a door. So they start to move up.
Yeah, so as soon as like they kind of put through that down, hold on. For some reason, one of my spells is not showing. Okay, that's weird.
What, the silvery barbs?
Yes, I had to go to my spell book for some reason to actually find it. So okay, so the door's open. I can see in there. Okay, guys, I think it's time to leave, and I want to use my assistant, aim at it, and send in a fucking hypnotic pattern.
Okay.
To buy some time. I'll have to do this later. Pattern. So this is going to drop my concentration on enhance ability. So that I should be able to get it in about...
There's no concentration on the illusion spell, right?
Oh, God, that is not the angle I wanted. I'm sorry. Yeah, so it's just minor illusion. It just lasts for a minute, then it's done. Which, okay. I'm sorry I misclicked that. I was trying to get it one more over.
Up and over.
You can fix it. You go to... Is it tile control? It's not drawing tools. It's not tiles. Oh, there we go. Okay. So you wanted it one more this way like that?
Like one more to the left and farther in if I can.
I just moved it. Did you see it move?
Yep, I did see
it.
Yeah,
and up one, right?
Yeah, if I could get any farther back.
Well, where it's at right now is getting everybody in the room.
Oh,
yeah, right, but it's also getting me and Mal.
Oh, so I can't get any farther in the room though. Good news.
Yeah, you can't pass the wall.
Sorry, Stevie.
Stephen L. Field, Thanax Payne.
I can wake you
to sleep like I always am.
And Tiny, because Tiny is also the very corner of that box.
Tiny doesn't.
Well, technically,
she's in your pocket.
Fairy form, so I don't know if that works.
So here's the fun part about this save. So hypnotic pattern is a charmed effect, and since I did it through the cistern, all charmed effects are at disadvantage on the saving throws. And it's a wisdom 15.
Also, I
have advantage on my next thing because of silvery barbs.
Yep. So
and you have a +2 because you're within 10 feet of me.
Yay!
And
what a weird fucking chain combo that
is. So essentially, I'm just fucking sending in basically what looks like a fucking rave bomb, trying to stun these guys so we can, like sleek out.
Okay, 1 second here.
Relock the door. Shut it and relock it.
Trying to see if this will allow me to do it. What do I got to roll?
So it's wisdom saving throws against all of those guys, essentially.
Yeah,
yep, and they have to be at 15, and it's at disadvantage.
I'm just trying to see if this works to allow me to have them all roll at once or not. Wisdom saving throw. There we go.
And again, it's at disadvantage.
So it rolls one roll for all of them. That doesn't work.
And I get a normal roll.
With a plus
and
two.
plus a 2.
So apparently I gotta roll all these separately then. So all right.
Sorry.
So what's your spell save DC?
15. You're fine.
I failed. Yay.
Okay, so that one succeeded.
Oh, since you failed, since you failed that stealth check before, you do still have your bardic inspiration.
I mean, I don't need it though because I got a 20.
I'm saying you still need it, but we have to get off here, and it's 10 minutes.
Yeah, fair.
That one got a nat 20.
They're at disadvantage.
They are at disadvantage because of my
okay. My bad.
Any charmed effect that's cast through this item will be disadvantage.
Gotcha. All right. Well, I'll roll these. Roll these two. So that one rolled a 14, so that's a fail. This one. Oh god, I can't believe I gotta do all these fucking.
I know, that's so annoying. I'm so sorry.
Okay, so that one failed.
There's one.
Like it does allow it, but it's one roll for all of them.
8.
And that
8 of them. There's 8.
Okay, that guy.
That's
failed.
16 roll.
All right, and then this guy. Failed. So the entire back row failed. That guy.
I told
did
you
not
I have
fail.
plans.
17. Wait, yeah. So he meets. So he didn't fail.
Yeah, my
So
DC
that's-
is 15, so.
Yeah. All right. So that one succeeded. This guy also succeeded. So the front row, or middle row, I should say, is doing pretty good so far. Fails. 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 Okay. So right now, this one and this one have succeeded.
Okay.
Closest to
Now
the
I
door.
gotta do the front two. Epic fail. And then the one at the door. Epic fail. Okay. So yeah, only those two. These are the only two that succeeded.
Okay, after seeing that, Mal's gonna just like kind of quickly hush because again the illusion's up for a minute, so this has all happened very fast. Fucking go, and just like try and get us all out of there as I hold concentration for the full minute to get us out of there.
Yeah. I mean, I'll say this: like they're gonna have an issue. Even the two that succeeded are gonna have an issue figuring what's going on because their buddies in front of the door.
And just fucking, they're all just fucking glazed over too. Like,
Yeah.
which reminds me, I got to burn a spell slot for my silvery barbs before I forget.
Did someone shut and lock the door again?
There's a lizard folk in the way.
Yeah, he had his head through the door. And that's where he stopped when Kismet
the door in his
commanded him. And then Hypnotic, so yeah, they're kind of sticking his head through the door.
Panic, let's go.
Danik's not here, but he hears you.
Yeah.
What have you all done now?
Caused some problems like usual. Let's go back to our room.
Oh,
Everyone,
of course.
play it cool, play it cool, play it cool. I do close
Can we
the door.
just have
lightly behind us.
one night that we don't have to go through this kind of stuff? Oh, he's back, Dylan. So they came to you.
Sorry.
As you see, I'm trying to be
You're like the only person I can mimic pretty well. So yeah, they came up to you as they just pretty much alerted all the lizard folk in this room. They managed to get away, hypnotic pattern from Mal and Kismet commanding the one at the door. So they're running out, and Stevie just said, "Panic, we gotta go."
Sure. I was about to go on my walk, but absolutely sure.
So are we
And I just
hightailing it back to the
casually
room?
go back to our room and just let that ride out, see what happens.
Yep. I'll turn to the laborers as I'm about to walk away and say, "Hey, keep up the good work."
The good
Well,
news,
thank you, good sir.
Okay, Mal, you're not moving, so I'm not moving.
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot. I have to actually move.
Wait, why did that roll as Kismet? God damn it.
Okay, Tiny's gonna make herself big again. Make me big.
I feel like that went
I will, hold
swimmingly.
on.
We got so much information.
Okay.
Oh,
all right.
interesting.
So,
What did you guys collect?
There's a lot of lizard folk back there.
which one of you was the last one into the room?
Oh, probably me. They're all running, and I'm like, "Damn."
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, so
Mal's
you're
not
just
running. He's
kinda-
just doing a casual.
No, we're
You're kind of
casual.
sauntering behind him. Just as you're closing the door, out of the warehouse door where everyone's coming up, you see, like, at this point now, 4 or 5 lizard folk kind of peeking around, looking at Wagon, but they don't see you as you do that just as the door closes. So you,
What are
Thanik, saw a
those
bunch of
called?
lizard folk looking around there.
So wait, you're saying that we gathered that there are lizard folk in there that are doing the things nefarious?
Yes.
I feel like
Because-
we had that a little while ago.
But now we know a number. There's like 10 of them.
Oh, that's good information. You're correct.
And we know where they are.
Sorry, it is 109.
Yeah.
Okay,
Getting
so you guys
close.
want to end? And I didn't even think about asking because I didn't know if since it's Christmas Eve. Well, we got to get up early.
Yeah, we gotta get up
but
early.
yeah.
As I said, this
But
is
yeah.
typically
All right,
what
so we
actually-
can end this here. This is actually a good time to end it. We can, like I said, come next time. You can, choose to take a long rest, or you can discuss first, talk about whatever happened, and then take a long rest. But yeah, at this point,
It's still
your
early
room
enough in the
safely.
night.
well, yeah, it's about it was 9:00 when you guys went out there, so that all the shenanigans probably took about a half hour, 45 minutes. It's almost 10 p.m. But you're in your room discussing stuff now, so you can, keep discussing when we start the next one, but then go right into a long rest if you want.
If we make it through a long rest.
It'll be fine.
Right. Well, like I said, the lizard folks just peeked around because they're not trying to come out in mass because no one's supposed to know they're there. Obviously, they were just peeking, and they didn't see where you went. Thanik just noticed it right as you closed the door, but they didn't see it.
Yeah, I
So-
kept them locked up for at least a minute.
Yeah.
Sophie is
So
waving, or is that raise hand or waving by?
Oh yeah, is that raise
Waving
hand or waving by?
goodbye.
Oh, waving goodbye. Okay. Thank you.
Christmas Day.
We will end this here. Merry Christmas to everyone who celebrates. Happy holidays, whatever the case may be. And we are back next. We are back next week, right? Everyone's good for next week as well.
I think so.
Yeah.
At the moment.
The third. That is. Well, no, it's not New Year's Eve. It's the day before New Year's Eve, just like this day before Christmas Eve. So yeah. Yeah. All right. So we'll be back next Friday then. To continue on with this. So thank you guys again, and until next time. So say yeah.